Patrons!
Wow, we're already in it.
Whoa!
Yeah, we're already
So
in it.
already that time.
In it. That's what she said. How are we doing, patrons?
What's up, bitch?
Saw Brian giving you crap already on Twitter.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
nice.
your amazing
Such a motherfucker.
showing on the
Like
quiz.
you said, well, you're on there, can't you? But,
Yeah, it's
Yeah, of course
patrons.
you can.
um,
Swear as much as I fucking want. You can't.
yeah, I mean, he's your daddy, isn't he, Brian? Like, he literally owns you every single time, doesn't he?
Well, he always has been my daddy. I mean,
He's got the birth certificate to prove it.
It's true. But
Hang on.
What?
So me and Brian are about the same age.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you're what, 12?
22?
22? Pretty close.
You guys could both be my dads.
If I had kids at 14, yeah.
Yeah, which was
Oh, actually, hang on. How old am I now? I'm
you're
not,
capable of doing
not 36, am I? I'm 39. Fucking hell. So, yeah, I literally, yeah.
Both of you could quite easily be my
legally,
dads.
I could be your dad.
Would you,
Yeah.
your mum gets awkward when I'm around her?
You've never even seen my mum.
Nah.
Not with the lights on.
22 years ago I did.
Alright, okay, that's enough of that. Right. Not
Just in case it turns out to be true.
She's a very well, definitely isn't. Let's be honest.
Yeah, no, not with him, but with me.
Guys,
Guys!
I've seen all the Rocky films.
Well, every single one.
Every single one, including the Creed films.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think to Rocky 5?
Here's the thing. Rocky 5, nowhere near as bad as everyone says.
Really?
It's fine. The end fight lets it down
Right.
because it starts off well, but then they stop taking it seriously and it becomes really silly as a hip hop beat. And then Rocky does some weird spin moves. And it's like, why aren't they just boxing? They're boxers. But he's doing some weird like street fight stuff. He's like doing some karate flips and whatnot. And that's all dumb. But everything else in the film is absolutely fine. It's a pretty good Rocky film.
Okay.
They have the whole Don King storyline, isn't it? The kind of
Yes.
coming in and taking over as a bit, because that was about the era, wasn't it, when boxing went from not amateur, but it was not.
It became more commercial.
Yeah, a lot more,
Yeah,
a lot more
massively
money.
commercial.
Like Tyson's a perfect example of that, isn't he? Like,
Yeah, and it's a great commentary on that, you could say.
yeah.
As boxing films go, and as Rocky films go at that point.
Yeah.
They're all quite silly.
So what about the next one, Rocky Balboa?
Rocky Balboa probably is the worst one. Well, actually, I think 5's the worst one, and Balboa's pretty not far behind. But Balboa's not bad.
It's different, isn't it?
It's different. He's a lot older, obviously, because it's 2006, that one.
Yeah.
But
See, I quite enjoyed Balboa,
I
mainly
think-
because I had the massive break in between seeing them.
well, yeah, see, I've been watching them all in a big
Yeah.
blast, so...
So,
There was
It's
a lot
great.
of nostalgia there, wasn't there?
yeah.
I mean, I could feel that just watching it. There's a lot of callbacks. And
Yeah.
It's sad when you see Adrian's dead.
And just it's like the slight thing when you walk down the street and you'll get the slight music tone that
Yes,
you've not heard
yeah.
for 20
Yeah,
years. And you're like,
Exactly, yeah. And, he's got the hat still.
yeah.
But I like Balboa. I liked the end fight. I think it's a good round off to the story.
Yeah.
It's sort of like, here he is now. He's still, this is one last fight for the rest of his life. And he's retiring. He's already retired, obviously.
About a million times in the
Yeah,
movies.
I think he retires every single film. But yeah, again, also good. To be fair, when I say that it's the worst one, I don't think it's bad. I just think they're all pretty high up.
Yeah.
Oh, you enjoyed them all?
Like I said, I did not enjoy any of them.
What do you think to Creed?
Creed's pretty damn good.
Do you like Creed 2?
I still haven't seen Creed.
I also like Creed 2. Yeah.
I didn't mind it, but I don't know why people hate it so much.
Well, I feel the same way about because I got this, people say, "Oh, 5 absolutely shit," and I heard Creed 2. They're like, "Oh, yeah, it's nowhere near as good as the first one." Both of them are fine. They're not massive step downs.
I honestly, I don't know if it's because I'm a massive fan of 4 is my favourite. Well, as I said to you,
James said
4 is my favourite film, but I don't think it's the best Rocky film.
It's not.
Where I see that. But
that 4 is easily the dumbest one.
yeah,
Yeah,
But-
easily, and it's like an hour and a half long music video.
it's the most.
Yeah. Yeah, fully.
It's the most glitz and glam, isn't it? But
Yeah.
like,
and I don't think 5 is a major step down from it.
oh, okay.
It still keeps some of the silliness, but it also takes some of the seriousness of the first two. And
There's
brings
a lot
that
of serious
back.
scenes in it with the whole kid being bullied and things like that.
I love that stuff. I love when the best fight in the film, really, when the kid beats up the bully. I was like, yeah, fucking get him, yeah. It was great. And also, Rocky's a cunt in that one as well, because he's like,
Yeah, because he's all focused on
Tommy Gunn.
Tommy.
yeah, he wants to train him up because he's trying to live through him now, because he's got the brain damage.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to
He's
box
got
anymore.
the brain damage.
Gets that boxer brain damage, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Which they don't mention ever again.
I thought Creed 2, again, I because I'm a massive fan of 4,
Yeah.
and it literally is reliving the hype of 4. I was like, I really liked that, but did I like it because I was looking through rose-tinted goggles of my love of 4?
Two's fine. It's a good film. The dumbest bit is when he goes to the desert to train. It's like, what? He's like, Rocky's like, this is a place where boxers go, you know.
Oh, he's never been there in his life.
Yeah.
I thought, so I'll be honest, I thought when he said that, I thought he was going to take him to Apollo's gym.
Delphi gym.
Yeah.
They already go there a bunch, don't they?
Yeah,
I thought they were going to go to the cabin in the woods.
In 3, from Rocky 3.
Oh, right, yeah.
I thought they were going to go to Rocky 3, you know, the beaten up gym there where he learns to get fast.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to take him there, but they didn't.
No, they didn't do it.
Probably doesn't
It's
exist.
supposed to remind you of that because it's like more training naturally, you know.
Yeah.
He's running in a desert and he's punching tires and stuff. He's not got like these super high tech machines to train with. Well, neither does Victor Drago though.
No.
He's training
He's
quite
just a brawler, isn't he?
grassroots, and he's huge. He's so big. I wouldn't fight him. Are you kidding me? I don't care if you're heavyweight world champion. I wouldn't fucking go near him. Yeah,
The movie would have been so shit if that had happened.
Can you imagine if I
They
was
walk
Creed?
in for
He's
the
big,
way.
but
I'm Adonis Creed.
No, fuck that, I'm out here.
Fucking hell, he's huge.
He's big, but he's not as big as Dolph Lundgren was in his heyday.
I
Like
think he's bigger. He's bigger muscle size, but he's not as tall.
Dolph Lundgren was just like
He's a
massive.
Oh, he's a nightmare. Yeah.
Like, do you think Stallone isn't small? But in the ring in 4,
He's not very tall though. Still.
Stallone looks
No.
small. No.
Yeah. He's like, what is he, like five something? He's not really
5'2".
tall. He's about 5 and an inch.
Have you seen?
Yeah.
Have you seen the Rambo films now?
I've never seen a Rambo film.
Is it-
I've
that's your
seen the
next
first
one.
one long time.
Is that your next?
That's your next one you'll
I guess
watch.
it is. Yeah. I guess
I'm
that's
doing
the
the
next one.
Stallone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Stallone train.
So what
Rambo
I'm missing
1's
on Stallone
great.
films. I definitely seen it. It was just a very long time.
Rambo.
Rambo 2's it's the different movie. It's kind of
Is
like
Rambo
Rocky
2 where he
and
gets the
Rocky
girlfriend?
2.
Is that where he gets the girlfriend?
Yeah. Rambo 2 is an action movie.
Yeah.
Rambo 1 is
He's
about
like a survivor, isn't
PTSD.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You're spot on with like comparing it to Rocky, but I got like the remake of Rambo. Did you see
Yes, no, I
There's
saw
a
that.
remake?
There's like a remake
Yeah,
that released in like
remade Rambo.
2007
As an
or something.
old man.
And there's the stat where it's like it works out on average somebody blows up or is killed on screen like once every 7 seconds.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Wait, is it still Stallone?
Yeah.
But it's a remake. It's not a
No, it's not a remake. It's just a reboot.
Right.
So,
So
yeah.
the other films are still canon.
It's a little bit like what.
Yes.
Yeah. What?
This is kind of, it was what he was doing during being in Nam.
Yeah.
So Rambo, the first one,
Yeah.
is about him after he's been in Nam
Yeah.
and everything like that. Rambo 2 is him in Nam,
Right.
right? And
Rambo, whatever than this one
It's
is.
just called Rambo. It's just called Rambo.
Rambo.
And
What are
they-
they called? Is Rambo,
It's Rambo
Rambo
First Blood.
yeah,
Rambo.
Second Blood.
Rambo
remember what
Third
it's
Blood,
I can't remember what 2 and 3 are called now. They do have names.
Rambo 2
And
Pints
then
of Lager and a Packet
the
of
third
Crisps.
one's a little bit crap.
Or is it?
The second
No,
one's
yeah.
actually
I
good.
can't. I can't.
The second one's-
judge
they
for all
do
these
start
wrong
The
films.
second one's actually good,
Yeah.
and it's out in Nam.
Mhm.
And then I can't remember the third one exact storyline, but then Rambo is like basically these people want to go to this like relic place and all that. Like I think it's a temple or something. And
He goes and
he's
kills
like
them.
a boat guy, but then it turns out they kind of come across this this terrorist unit.
Ah, okay.
And then there's like a famous scene on a boat where he's just like for like, I'm not kidding, 4 minutes.
And people just
tensing
dying.
guns. And there's just people like, have you seen Commando scene where people are just like flying across the
Get
garden?
out, Commando.
Luckily, there are lots of explosive barrels everywhere for him to hit.
Oh, as always.
And
Yeah.
they're
No
out.
red.
Just red. They're just
Right.
full of gasoline.
Of
Doom
course.
style.
Yeah. But it's just it's savage. Like it is brutal. I watched it with Sarah, and she was like, "Does this film ever let up?" I'm like, "Nope." It's just relentless.
Yeah, I do want to watch them.
Right? Yeah, but Rambo's a
But
good.
yeah.
Rambo 1 is a very good film.
What's better, Rambo or Rocky? The first
Rocky.
I think Rocky.
one. Rocky, yeah.
You know that? Do you know the whole story about like him being Rocky?
Yeah.
Because he basically wouldn't give him the rights.
He was homeless as well. Like,
Yeah.
He lived in a bus shelter for a week before he made the film.
Yeah.
And he was going to sell his dog. But then he obviously managed to get the film made. And the dog is Buckus in the first and second film. That is the same dog he's going to sell.
Yep.
And he did a porn film, softcore porn.
Yep.
Did he?
Yep.
Yeah,
I didn't know
before
that.
that, because he was so poor.
Yeah.
And then they later re-released it, called it the Italian Stallion,
Yeah.
to capitalise on Rocky. But yeah, did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
I did. I remember everyone going around going, "Oh my god, Rocky's done porn," because we didn't know actors at that time.
Yeah.
That was Rocky doing it. And
Did
you're
you
like,
see his wang?
What? Yeah.
Oh my
How's the week been other than your Rocky missions?
Yeah, that has been the week, to be honest. I can't really think of anything else. You know, work's been pretty shit, but other than that,
Steve, right?
yeah, Steve's right.
How's his Iron Man suit going? We haven't had an update on that in ages.
I've not heard much about the Iron Man.
Oh,
suit
do you
for a
think
long
he's given
time.
up on it?
Probably not, because there's been quiet periods before where
Right.
you think he's like, oh, there's no way he's
done.
I mean, he's a
and he'll
breakthrough.
come back and be have a breakthrough.
He's found some new cardboard.
Yeah, exactly.
He solved time
cardboard.
traveling. He's literally solved it.
Oh, he will, mate. The hard on he has for Tony Stark is unreal.
Has he watched the movies yet?
He's watched some of them.
Right.
I don't know how many times I've told him that Thor Ragnarok is the third Thor film as well. He's finally watched the Thor films.
Right.
He's watched about 1,000 clips of Ragnarok on YouTube.
Yeah.
For some reason, that's what he does before he'd seen any Thor films.
Right.
And then he watched Thor 1 and 2, and then he came back and was like, "Yeah, I've watched all the Thor films." And I was like, "Oh yeah, what do you think?" I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Yeah, I really like Ragnarok. It's the second one, isn't it?" And I was like, "No, Steve."
I thought you were going to say you thought the second one was the best.
He said he didn't mind it. He said it was alright. But then the
It's
thing
the
is,
first one I hate.
he
Oh, really?
I think the first
Oh,
one's
first one's
shit.
alright.
I can't stand the second one.
Second one's boring as fuck.
I don't think Chris Hemsworth's a good, serious actor. I think he's
No,
better when he's a
he
comedic
does
side.
better
I
with
disagree.
comedy.
I think the writing's bad.
I think,
the
the
writing-
writing is bad.
I mean, it's like
The second one was trying to
Natalie
be
Portman
Hellboy.
isn't a bad actress, but she's a bad actress.
She was
her
She's
character
a
is
bad
so
actress
bad.
in the Star Wars prequels, and she's a bad actress in this because the writing's bad, and she doesn't try if the writing's bad.
no, well, yeah, which makes her a bad actress.
I'm with her.
You're like, fuck it, I'll take your
Oh
pay.
yeah, well the fact that she left, I was like, yeah, I would as well. Character
Her
shit.
character was shite.
She's
yeah.
back though.
Yeah, because better writers, better directors. So she's like, yeah.
Well,
I'll
no,
come back
and
then.
she's Thor.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
And that's it.
No, that's a good thing. That's
what
why
she's
she's
back.
back.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's another
When you
great
come back,
reason why
no,
she come back.
you get to be Thor. Yeah,
It's-
I'm back.
Yeah,
It's like,
right.
oh, so I'm not some boring piece of cardboard anymore.
Yeah.
Great. I'm a fucking God of Thunder. Of course I'll come
It'd be
back.
fucking hilarious if the writing's appalling. And they just,
That'd be great.
She comes back.
She's
and
really
just in there.
boring.
The sand gets everywhere. Shut up! Shut up about your goddamn sand.
But
You've seen Taika Waititi's new film he's coming out with?
Which one's that?
Jojo Rabbit?
you told me about this
Told me
last
about
week.
last
Yeah.
week,
Yeah. I haven't seen it.
No, but you've seen the trailer.
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh,
That's
do you
what I
know
meant. It's
anything
not
about
out.
it? Do you know anything about it?
Just what you told us last time, but I haven't
I'll tell you
seen it
about
yet.
I thought I just told Lewis about it.
I thought you told us both about it.
I might tell you both about it. My memory is terrible, so it's quite.
What we know about. I've never played that game. Pretty sure we played about 3 hours.
played it
at
at
rest,
rest.
it's fine.
No, never heard of that one. Do you remember yesterday when we were?
Yes, so who?
Where the fuck am I?
I watched. Have you seen Arrival?
Yes,
It's one of my. I think it's a brilliant film.
it's great. Yeah.
Like, and my mother-in-law loves weird films. Like, not weird films. Likes films
She
that.
wants to watch your Razorhead then.
But she.
Have you not seen that one?
No.
Oh, mate.
No, she likes films of all kinds, and she kept going on to me like, "What's this Arrival like? It keeps being on Film 4 at the moment." I was like, "It's brilliant." I was like, "It's like an alien invasion with a twist. Like, it's really good."
Yeah, it's like a serious.
Yeah,
Alien
like,
invasion.
but they did like the alien invasion was done so many times. This kind of makes it feel fresh and new. And
Because
she
they,
watched
they
it,
go
like-
weird with it, don't they?
Yeah, I sat down with her and watched it. And I forgot how good the film was. I watched it and how good both Jeremy Renner and
Amy Adams.
Amy Adams
Yeah.
are in it. So good. Have you seen Arrival?
Yeah.
Do
You
you
like it?
No.
Yeah, I knew. The second we started saying it was good, I knew that I was like, Dan doesn't like it.
No. You notice how I didn't join in with that? I was like, yeah, fine, go for
Yeah.
it. I found it a little bit dull.
I mean,
There was some really nice conceptual ideas they went for in how they talked to the aliens, how they went through the process of learning, which I thought was really nice to go
Yeah.
to. But then they really didn't do anything with it, or it just became you had a great idea of that initial contact and that initial change in how gravity works and our concepts and everything like that, but then you didn't know what to do. Whereas a lot of other ones, I can't remember the name of the bloody movie now.
What happens in it?
Where he
Who's in
ends
it?
up
Mars Attacks.
where no, yeah, Tim Burton doing his thing. But no, where he ends up in between realities.
Interstellar.
Interstellar did.
Oh my god, the
had
film
a
is
really
so good.
clever idea,
Great, yeah.
but then took it to that point. It had some really good conclusions. It had some.
Got as weird as they could.
It got as weird as it could, but it all
Yeah.
seemed to manage to join back and do it.
That's
Whereas
Christopher
Arrival
Nolan,
doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Oh, Interstellar is...
Speaking of Christopher Nolan, have you seen the trailer for 1917?
Yes.
A film not by Christopher Nolan, but looks like Dunkirk.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I thought
Even
it was Christopher
sounds
Nolan.
like Dunkirk.
Oh,
I thought it was Christopher Nolan at first,
Right.
not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's what's his name?
All a little bit blue.
Something Mendez.
They
Has
used
that
a
very,
blue
like-
filter over it?
Like,
That's
yeah.
all of it. No,
But it has-
that's very Nolan.
Yeah, but it does have the way
Has
it's
that
shot, the way
almost
it looks.
like
Yeah.
industrial
The music
sound
is-
design, isn't it?
is-
Very like...
It's well, it's like sounds like Hans Zimmer, the music. I don't know if it
Right.
might be, but it's even got the ticking in the soundtrack, and it's a World War I film. It's about these two soldiers who have to go send a message to some part of the British Army before
Right.
they do this attack, because they found out this attack is a trap basically.
Right.
And if they attack, they're all gonna fucking die. So
Right.
these two guys have to get to these people on time to tell them to not do the attack. And it's like, I guess a race against time is the idea.
Yeah.
I think the slogan is "Time is the enemy." So like Dunkirk.
Like every fucking no.
But yeah, it looks cool, but it just does look like a Christopher Nolan film. It looks like a good rip-off
Yeah.
of Christopher Nolan. It's the guy who did Skyfall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is a good film.
Yeah.
I love it when films have those taglines. You know, like that's those short, like
In space, no one
VHS
can hear you
cover.
scream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, that's
Like-
a classic though.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I mean,
do you know
that
what?
is
I think
like-
the next Not So Indie quiz is going to be on
Taglines.
taglines.
Oh, I could tear that
Movie
apart.
taglines.
I could tear that apart.
Yeah, I think you'd win that one.
Yeah.
But do it. I'm up for that
Yeah,
one
I'm very
because
much up
that
for
would be
that.
really
I'd
good.
like to win one, please.
But what would be really good
Yeah.
is to see how those knob jockeys do it. See, I'm trying to get in there with you, mate. I'm
Do you
trying
know
to
what?
help
I really
you.
liked that. I appreciate
But,
that. Yeah, you're all a bunch of dickheads.
Whoa!
Is that too far?
That was, I mean, accurate.
I think
but
we,
really-
I think we go on to just a podcast now. So leave it at that.
I guess so. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
actually do a hard cut when I say dickheads,
and then just
and then
podcast.
go to the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
That sounds like too much work, though. You need to leave this beard as well.
I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, I know you're not. You're such a minimalist editor.
That's how this show works.
That's it.
Fine, so much, but they're so quiet. They're warm.
I
though.
can't smell them either.
Well, they're only just released. Give it some time.
What's up, and welcome to the Indie Credible Podcast, Season 2, Episode 24, a weekly podcast. We get together and chat about the world of indie gaming. We go through all the indie games we've been playing, go through the latest indie game news, and we cover a main topic. This week's main topic is going to be maybe a... I'm interested to see where we fall on what side of the fence, because there is a lot of hoo-ha, shall we say, recently about...
I guess we can say that.
Yeah. I mean, it's not what we would say normally.
a lot of hoo-ha about PC exclusives. So we're talking PC launcher / store, whatever you want to call them, exclusive. Steam versus Epic. You can throw GOG into the mix if you want. Like, there's lots of different ideas on them, and people have very strong opinions around some games being exclusive to a set platform. But anyway, that is what we're saving for the end of the show. I'm Lewis, as always. If you want to find me or follow me anyway, you can find me at What's Up Woody. With me, as always, is Tom from at Shriek and Profit.
Hi.
You can find him at Shriek and Profit. It's
No,
not
you
hard.
can't.
And also with me, as always, is Dan from at the Dice Bear. Again, type the Dice Bear into Google, and Dan's there. Anything board game, just jump over to him.
Yeah. You got any questions? You know, if you want to talk about board games.
Yeah, life in general,
Flood his
self-help.
DMs is what I'm saying.
That's already being flooded.
By what?
I don't just irritating people really.
Tom.
About to say, is it
Well, no, just
you
I
haven't
mean,
replied to a single
I've
one
had a
of
couple
these.
of alright DM ones of people
Yeah.
just sort of like going, "Hi, are you interested? We really like what you're doing. Can you,
Yeah.
you know, that's alright." But I've just had DMs from just randos. What are you wearing? I like to respond to those ones.
What are you honest?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I love it
T-shirt,
when there's like
trousers, socks.
yeah.
I tweet
Pair of
something-
khakis, short sleeve shirt.
I love it when I tweet something about Gwent and then someone replies to it. It's like, I love the look of this, and it's some woman in like her underwear, and I'm like, she doesn't know Gwent. She's not cool enough.
Oh
That's-
yeah,
that's
you,
the point,
you get
let's be
you get a
honest.
lot of those as well.
Yeah.
She's not cool enough to know Gwent.
Hi, we
Not
like
cool
the
enough.
same things. Do you want to see me in my pants?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know, do you want to
can.
see me in
Hey,
mine?
£50 a minute, please.
Because to be honest, love, Not many people want to see me in my pants.
Oh, I don't want to
That's
see you in your
that's
pants.
why I
Come
got
on.
married, because then I could trap that one woman and be like, well,
Force her to look.
she has to see this now.
Look at me!
Look what I did to myself. I used to be thin. Now I can hide pencils under my tits. Come on.
That's an addition. That's great.
Yeah, so-
I can't. Well, I can do that a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm starting to grow some folds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Told you it would happen, man.
Happens to the best.
You
man.
were there hammering back all your Mackie D's and all of that. Look, no, I'll be thin forever. And that's how you talk. Have you not noticed?
Yeah, I've noticed.
So should we kick off with what we've been playing, gents? Who wants to go first?
Can I go first? Because I've
I put
left my
hand
list
up,
at
though.
home.
I put my hand up though.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go anyway.
Dan's gonna
So,
go first.
um,
He's more intimidating than you.
there was only I played some games, but I wrote them down on a piece of paper and I forgot them. I played the Blackout Club, which he's going to talk about later, so I'm going to skip on that one and I'll talk about it with him.
Good job.
And the other one was that I can remember is there were two. Oh, I haven't played that. I'll talk about that next time. The two, Professor Lupo and his horrible pets.
Yep.
Which I've been playing again, and there is a What Is video up at the moment on the Indie Credible channel, and I've been playing it handheld most of the time, but obviously for recording you've got to dock it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. See, now before I go into this, I actually really like the game. The puzzles in it are brilliant, the comedy's really funny, the story's quite nice. You're playing as basically a subject that is being used to prove how dangerous these animals are.
Right.
You're put in a spaceship, you've got to move from point A to point B while avoiding these monsters who have set routes and patterns that you've got to figure out to make your way out. And it is a puzzle game. That's what it is. And it's really good, handheld wise.
Right.
But once you go and play the game, and one of them is used as a pointer,
Oh.
right? So to select the doors, yet you have to keep realigning the pointer because it will slowly just start drifting off. Now, in a puzzle game where timing is everything,
Yeah.
because you've got to judge where the monsters are and how you're going to move them, for your pointer to no longer face the middle or to be shuddering like they do on the Switch and on the old Nintendo Wii, these weren't perfect controls. They're not there
Oh,
for
come on.
hyper... You know, no one plays Call of Duty on the Wii as a competitive thing, because you don't. You can play it on the
you went in
Wii.
that qualifier because people do play.
Yeah, yeah. And anyone who did play it on the Wii went, well, it's fun, but it's nowhere near as good. You know, and it was just so irritating because as I'm doing the what is video, I'm there getting frustrated by the controls, and I wanted it to be a video of, hey, here's a game I really like.
Yeah.
Let's do nice things. But you know what it's like? What is videos? You are literally seeing us play it.
Yeah.
So you get a very honest reaction to us
Yeah.
playing the game. And my honest reaction to playing the game, unfortunately, wasn't the original me playing the game of, oh, I like this. This is
Yeah.
fun. This is taxing on the old brain and just going for it. It was a case of, oh, just point at the goddamn. It's not
That
this.
sucks.
And just, yeah.
Do you say in the video though?
Oh, I do say in the
Yeah.
video that I do like the game. This is really crappy. And I even put out a tweet, and the
Yeah, I
guys
did
who
see a tweet, yeah.
got back in touch and went, "Thank you so much for the video. We will rethink the controls."
Yeah.
And I
Is there any
tweeted them
reason?
back saying, "Look, just to make it clear, I really like the game,
Yeah.
but the controls are terrible."
The thing is, the drift issue is a big deal now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any reason why they would change it from handheld to station to docked?
To just
What
utilise
changed
the
it?
Switch's
I don't
controls,
know.
guess.
Yeah, just to utilise it. I'm pretty sure it was literally there because, oh look, we can do this. Let's do it.
Yeah.
And to be honest, it would work better if you didn't. You just kept it as what was on there.
Yeah.
I can see the idea. It makes it quite nice. It's that silly. Oh look, we've got this extra edge. But when you're playing a puzzle game that is based on your timing and moving around, you don't want that because it is frustrating.
Yeah.
It makes it harder, and the game's already difficult.
Surprised you can't change that in the options. To be honest, it's
You
quite
probably can,
strange.
but I was already recording it in the what is.
Right.
You probably can, but literally, once you're recording the video, I'm not going to sit there going through option menus to change it because I'm there to
I'll
show
do
the
that.
picture of the games. Because it's like, look, this is it. This is what they've decided they wanted to show people. You dock it, this is what you get. So this is
Yeah.
their idea of the best the game
Yeah.
can be at that point. And no,
Fair dues.
that failed.
Sucks.
And the other one was Nowhere Profit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Nowhere Profit, which is the deck building
roguelite kind of.
After the apocalypse Mad Max-esque card game, which first run through I was like, because Lewis had played it and he was like, oh, this is a really good game, I really liked it. Played it first through and I was like, this is not a good game. It doesn't work. The cards you're getting don't feel nice. I don't like the combat on the screen. Yeah. I died and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go play something else for a bit. Played something else for a bit and was like, well, look, I've got to play it again. I can't just be like, fuck it. So went on and played it again and then opened a new character. And the new character's deck was better made. The way that the cards actually played with each other and how it made more sense.
Right.
So it felt very much like your first deck was intentionally made to be rubbish so that it would fail. And that you'd play the game, it would go wrong, and then you get this new one, you're like, oh, here we go. But it just...
A bit risky.
Well, that was my thing.
Yeah.
That's really risky. Because a lot of people might just play that and then go, I'm never touching this again.
I feel like especially people who are into card games.
Yeah.
They're going to know straight away whether they like it or not.
Yeah.
They'll see that first deck and be like, oh,
like I said to you, I don't actually done really well the first deck, but and this only comes from the fact that I played Gwent and the way Gwent is set up. But I played it how you're not meant to play it. I completely broke how the game is meant to be played. And you're meant to have a deck of 30 cards, aren't you? But where you're drawing very slowly and there's no consistency with the opening deck, I had like 12 cards in deck. So I was always drawing my good cards.
Oh.
And I set my deck up so it was very aggressive. Because if you drew cards when you didn't have a deck left, you took damage. But I just made sure I'd won before I drew 12 cards.
Yeah.
So I was always getting my cards, always getting a deck. And I played cards that would help me draw more cards. So I was burning through my deck and just flying out them. So I only had stuff that would like get 1 or 2 cards. It was basically a swarm deck, a spam deck that just throw in like token units out, damage. They couldn't keep up with it, and I trounced through my first run. But that was only because Gwent has very small decks.
Yeah,
that's how I knew to do that.
Whereas when I was playing it, when you first go through, it doesn't even show you've got that deck to start with. Right. You don't know you can alter it, and I hadn't bothered looking. I just went to play, like I do with most games. The first thing I do is I just sit and play what they would take you through. It's a very sort of. But yeah, once you get into that other side of it, it's a good game. It's a nice story. It's very religious heavy.
Yeah. Anti or pro?
Pro.
Yeah. That's rare.
But I wouldn't say pro Christian. I wouldn't say it's a pro set religion.
Yeah. Just pro
but it's
religion.
Definitely pro. Yeah, faith.
I was about to say that, pro faith. Yeah.
Yeah.
Faith.
But yeah, I've been quite enjoying that one, and it's one that's sort of like, oh, okay, it's not my favourite. So of course we've had a lot of these deck building games come through recently that we've been looking at. We've had loads, and though I've enjoyed it, I still think that Trials of Fire is better.
Okay.
Because of the movement on the board and the way the story's built, I think it's better.
You've still been playing that?
Yeah, I do. And they've been having loads of updates recently and bits like that. But I think my favourite of them all is Slay the Spire. Mainly because of how quick that game is and how many different decks you can build and tactics you can move through.
Yeah.
That it misses out on the whole story element. It doesn't have that nice board you can move across. It doesn't have the tactical lanes. But the deck building, how Arcadian fun it is, it's one that I can't stop just jumping on and going, I've got 20 minutes to spare. I'm going to just start making my way up this tower. Oh, I wonder if I try this type of idea, what will happen? Oh, that went up. It doesn't matter. I've earned some new cards. I've done some new bits. Let's try again. Every now and again, you'll complete all 3 towers and add more damage to that heart. I still don't know what's going to happen once we destroy it. Because it is a ridiculous... Oh, we're still miles off.
Yeah.
Because it's everyone who's got it.
Everyone
who's played it and got it. We're still... I don't know.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's still that bit of intrigue there.
Yeah. I've only dabbled in Slay the Spire. The one I want to try out, which is currently on Epic at the moment in alpha, is Griftlands. The only reason I haven't jumped on it because card games in alpha, I've played so many card games in alpha where I can get burnt out very quickly because the full game's not there. And when it comes to full release, it's like I can't play enough of that game now.
I think that was quite interesting because it's got the conversation mechanic.
Yeah, you play cards with conversation, and I'm very intrigued to see how it works.
Yeah.
and it's Klee, which are the guys who made Don't Starve. So as a survival game, they've got that pedigree. So yeah.
So that's me.
Nice. You wanted to go next, didn't you?
I want to go next, yeah. First, I want to talk about Steel Circus really quick.
Yep.
Didn't get on that. My key didn't work.
Well, my key did work, but I misread Lewis's text. He said to me, it's moved to between 6 and 8 was the time it was on. And for some moron reason, even though we discussed when it was going to be, in my head I had that it's moved from 6 to 8.
Oh, okay.
So I showed up at dead on 8 o'clock, and
everyone's leaving. Bye.
I was like, where is everyone? I was like messaging us. I was like, when are we going to play? And obviously he was, you're off doing something else because it's been and gone.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that sucks. I was really looking forward to get on that tonight.
It was all a bit of a mess. So Steel Circus, for good context, people, Steel Circus is a game that is releasing. There's now a set release date. And it's actually coming next week on the 8th of August. It's coming early access, free to play on Steam. Is like a 3v3 handball game. We spoke about it many times on the podcast.
Yeah.
We were going to jump on the press preview stuff that was me running. It was like 1.0 release. Jump on it, talk about it afterwards. But they seem to have quite a lot of service issues on the Friday.
Right.
And then they changed their... We were going to do it on Saturday morning. They changed their times then Saturday morning.
Yeah.
And then some of the keys did work. Some of the keys didn't work. And it was just like, what is going on here? And I emailed about it. I didn't get a reply. They're probably very busy doing service side stuff. And then they put an email out about 2 hours later saying it's coming on the 8th. And I was like, do you know what? I'll just wait for the 8th. Yeah. I'll wait for 1.0 to be here and I'll jump on
enough,
it. Then we'll just do we can play it anytime we want. We'll do a What Is video then.
Yeah.
So yeah, sorry about that.
That's alright. Yeah, I just wanted to because the whole thing was kind of a mess, wasn't it?
Yep.
The only other indie game I played was, of course, who I did the video for, that I've got the name of.
Church
in the Darkness.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I watched the first 15 minutes of the video. I didn't get a chance to watch any more.
Yeah. So what is it, like 40 minutes?
44 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I couldn't work out in 15 minutes if you were enjoying it or not.
I didn't know either.
Okay.
That's the thing. I can't really tell until I've been playing it for a while.
On paper, it sounds interesting.
Yes, that is the case.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not for me, is it?
How far in are you? Have you just played the video or you played more?
I just played the video. I don't want to play anymore.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
the stealth game, isn't it?
It's with stealth
some
infiltration
weird
game. It's the idea, yeah.
It's because I watched someone else's video today.
Yeah.
It is what you want it to be.
What's that?
So they're basically.
Is it Rock and Roll Racer?
In terms of
no, it's not. So it's not what I want it to be.
No, in terms of it's not necessarily a stealth game.
It's an infiltration game.
Well, no, the other person ran in and literally just killed everyone, and they got an ending from just wiping out the whole cult, even their nephew.
I didn't even really consider doing that.
So you can do stealthy, but there are 7 endings based on what you do.
There's definitely, I could tell already. There's an element of randomness. I die at one point. I get caught. I get shot, and then you wake up in a cage, and one of the cult leaders comes to talk to you, and they have a personality, and they're talking to you like, "You're never gonna get us."
Was it the male or female?
Male first.
Do you know who the female voice is?
No.
It's Gladys from Paul.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Can't tell.
I got a press release today, and I was like, "Oh, it's Gladys."
Yeah. Well, the cult leader's personality changes each time you start the game.
Yeah,
So
I've heard that.
Whenever you do a new one, they're different people. Is the idea. Though they didn't seem that different when I restarted, but I didn't last very long the other time. It's just maybe I should take it as an action game as opposed to a stealth infiltration game because I suck at those games, and I don't like them.
Okay.
So it was hard for me to I started playing and I started
Was
to
the
realise
story interesting?
I didn't really get anywhere.
Okay.
It says
You were 40 minutes in.
I know. It says like, oh, you got to meet Charles at this area. It's circled on your map, and he can help you find your nephew or whatever. And I tried to get there, but his place is crawling with them. I ended up with a disguise at one point. I don't even know how I got it. Because I thought what would happen, the first person you subdue, I was like, I'm going to be able to take his clothes, like Hitman.
Yeah.
Clothes on and then they'll be able to disguise. But that wasn't the case. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'll just keep going. And I was just sort of sneaking around for ages, subduing everyone I came across. And then it gets to the point where there's so many people, it's impossible for me to do that. Because I'll just get seen no matter what. And I was just sort of, it got to the point where I started sprinting around and just running through crowds of people being like, ah! And then they would all see me obviously and chase me for a bit, and then I'd hide in the cupboard and I'd be like, right, they seem to have given up for now, and I'm like, I'll go sneak around some more. I did end up in this sort of vague area where it's supposed to be, and it's like, but who am I looking for? Everyone looks the same. So I don't really know who I was looking for. Maybe when you do see them, maybe I never saw them. Maybe you see them and they're very obvious.
Right.
Big exclamation mark, I don't know. Because I never got to see this person I was looking for. And then I got caught. And then I was in a cage, and you break out the cage. And then I got caught immediately. And I was put in another cage. This time it was a wet cage. I was in the river, but still in a cage. Broke out again. Ran around a bit more. And I just sort of was bored. I was so... I mean, so I didn't realise that going in guns a-blazing was really an option. It didn't feel like it.
So, give context to people who are watching or listening. It's like a top-down adventure game, because I don't want to say an action game because you can play how you want. It's an adventure game based around an uncle goes in to try and find his nephew, who is now in the South American jungle and has joined a cult.
Yeah, the cult moved down there.
Yeah, the cult moved down there. And you go in to try and get him, basically. Yeah. And the options that the press release showed today, and then I went to go saw some videos to see if I get examples of it, were you could take him without him wanting to go. You can take him and he'd want to go. You can kill everyone. You can join the cult.
Wow, okay.
And there were some other ones that were like slight variations, that you can take down the leaders and then become a cult leader and things like that. Like, so there's lots of versatility how you chose to do it.
It's quite I say realistic, I suppose, based on how the cult is. It reminds me of a lot of documentaries I've seen about cults. It's set in the 70s as well. So like the birth of cults in America. It's like it's obviously a big issue then. Still is, to be honest, but like majorly so back then, obviously, with things that led to like the Waco fire and whatnot, like disasters.
Well, that's what they're looking at, isn't it? That's
there's even a bit where one of them says like, oh, you know, they're not going to send like an army after us. They'll just send like some guy to infiltrate, because it hints that you're someone,
right?
Because it says, well, with your background, like your sister, or
you're ex-cop, aren't you?
It didn't. I've never found.
Yeah,
that out.
you're an
ex-cop. It says, your background, you can do this and all that. You can get in there, and I was like, what's my background?
Yeah, you're an ex-cop, said in the press release.
Yeah, the map changes. I guess it seems based on every time you restart. So it's a procedure-generated map, so it changes every time. I'm assuming. I don't know that for sure.
It's on PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch.
Everything, yeah.
I'm tempted to get it on the Switch to see what it's like, or just even try and.
I think you would get it on a bit better than I would.
Just to see what it's like.
Yeah, I would say go for it.
So you're not going back to it?
I can't be bothered.
Okay.
It's just not for me. I said that a lot in the video. At the end, I was like, yeah, I'm not the audience for this. Like, I don't have the patience for these kind of games. You know? Yeah.
Fair enough.
So someone else, you might enjoy it.
Yeah.
If you like that kind of game, give it a go. But if you're like me and you just want to have fun, then
best cut ever.
Yeah, it's just not for me.
If you don't want to have fun, whatever the game was called, I can't even remember.
The Church. It's not a very good title.
The Church in the Darkness.
Yeah, it's a title I forget very easily.
What else have you been playing?
Nothing indie. I've been started playing God of War.
Oh, right.
2005 God of War, not the new one.
I need to play with
I've been playing loads of non-indie games.
Yeah, I've never played a God of War game, so
I've got EA access. So
I still need to do the.
I'm back on Titanfall. Been playing Madden.
I have a present for you as well.
Tried.
Your present?
Yeah.
What is it?
EA Access.
It's got a way out on it.
Did you see the
And it's got Titanfall 2 on it.
PS4 video?
No, what for?
It was a trailer for EA Access on PS4.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah,
You see the comments?
No.
Not a single positive comment.
No.
Not one. I scrolled for a while. I couldn't find a single one. Everyone was like, I hate EA. I'm never doing this. Get away from
Well, we
me.
both got EA Access.
I'm really
It's
quite
20,
happy with
It's
it.
£20 for the year.
Yeah. What do you get with it?
You get
All the FIFA. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you get all the FIFA games, all the Madden games, all the NHL games, all the NBA games.
Up to 2019.
2019, you get Battlefield 5, Battlefield 4. You
Battlefront 2.
Battlefront 2, which I
play that.
played for a minute and skipped and went, no, this is rubbish.
Oh, it's a really good community sport now.
Yeah, but the load times are
They're horrendous.
horrible.
Okay.
The actual gunplay's nasty.
Wait, is this streamed games or is this?
No, you
No,
download it.
you download them.
Oh.
You've got Need for Speed Payback, Need for Speed, I Love Cars, Need for Speed, Tickle My Tits,
Burnout Paradise.
Burnout Paradise.
The Need for Speed game's good.
Sorry?
The Need for Speed game's good.
I like them. I like racing games. They're they're like the Fast and Furious of racing games.
Okay, right.
Like so
amazing.
Arcade.
So like they're
arcade
like,
fun.
They're 15 minutes. You jump in, you do some 15 hours. You
Yeah.
jump in, you do some stupid shit,
I haven't played one since
and it
like,
finishes.
Underground, so almost
Yeah.
wanted.
You've got Unraveled 2.
Ooh.
You've
Got
got
the first Unravel because I haven't played that.
or is it the first Unraveled? I think
They're both on there.
I think they're both there.
Oh, I'll play those.
And what's the other indie ones they've got on there? They've got A Way Out, Unraveled, Fair.
Fair. Fee? Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, I'm not saying
For
support-
20
yeah,
quid,
20 quid a
I
year.
think that's just brilliant.
not
And I
bad.
don't need to be on the most recent one, though I am really tempted to get the new Madden.
What is the oldest FIFA they have?
I think it's
18.
18, yeah.
Wow.
About 2 years.
I want FIFA 04 and I want
Oh my god, who's in FIFA 04?
Is that?
everyone's in it.
No, no, go on, name some of the players.
David Beckham is in it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Who's the
What,
cover?
Schmeichel? Scholes?
I don't remember.
That could
I
be.
did have that game.
It could
I
be
had it
Ronaldo.
twice.
Ronaldo and that'd be Ronaldo. Messi's like.
Do you want to play Spurs? I'm looking it up.
Yeah, go on. I reckon on the cover, Thierry Henry.
No, he was 2002.
Oh, no.
He was 2002.
Yeah, he can come back.
I'm pretty sure he wasn't 2004. I'm sure he was 2002. I remember buying 2002.
That's alright, I accidentally looked at the soundtrack. Oh, it's 3 people.
Oh, shit.
Oh, if it's 3 people, I know who it is.
Oh, go on.
Go on.
Edgar Davids.
Sure.
Is it?
I don't know who it is.
Edgar
have to tell
Davids.
Yeah, let's go on.
It's the.
Let's have a look.
It's an Arsenal player.
Fucking
I knew it.
yes!
Is it Henri?
Fucking is.
Henry's
So look.
there, yeah.
And then Ronaldinho, isn't it?
Oh, it's Ronaldinho, not Edgar Davids. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
That's FIFA Soccer 04 on the Game Boy Advance for anyone playing at home.
Who the hell's that on the right?
That.
On the left, sorry.
The left, yeah, I don't know who that is.
That is
The referee.
No, it's not. It's
Is that Maldini?
no,
Who
it's
is that?
Pirlo from when he was at Juventus way back.
I've never
Andres
even heard of
Pirlo.
him.
He's like one of the world's best midfielders.
Well, I had that on Xbox and PC.
Thank you very much. Thierry Henry was bang in the middle.
Oh,
Should we?
mate.
Oh,
Stop
I
talking
was
about
probably-
FIFA.
I was
I
about
don't
to say.
think you've done
I
yours,
was about to say
have
you
you?
do news, but I should probably start with playing.
Yeah, what have you been playing?
So I've okay. So They Are Billions released last year on PC,
Aren't
like
they sweet?
early access.
Oh no, they're millions, aren't
Millions,
they?
yeah.
In kind of early access on PC, and I played it a bit on PC. I liked it, but it was just survival mode. There was no
Yeah, what is
campaign
it?
there. It's an RTS game where basically, so it's set in a world where everyone's been.
It's real time.
Yeah.
You're playing in real time. It's not turn based.
Yeah.
It's real
I know.
time.
It's
I know.
You can't take anything that takes any sort of mental
yeah.
skill.
So
dare
it's set in a world where
Puzzle game.
everyone has been bitten by zombies, and they're called billions. The zombies are billions because they're everywhere, and there's just a small commune of humans left.
Humans.
And
Human.
you basically have got to
Kill all the zombies.
well, no, you've got
Oh.
to make the community thrive. So you've got to build walls, you've got to protect them, you've got to then reproduce
Okay,
among
I
them,
like
and you've
this, I
got
like
to
this.
Yeah,
plant
okay.
food. The idea is great. People they had to nerf it because no one could survive survival mode. It was insanely hard.
Is it
um,
like Zoo Tycoon, but for people?
Come see my cage of Cornish people.
No,
Well, you build like your human zoo where they all live.
Yeah.
yeah, I suppose so. Yeah,
Feeding
And
them.
then you go fight zombies.
Age of Empire, but you got invasion.
I don't play that nerd.
But anyway, I dabbled it on PC. I liked it on PC, but I was like, I'm going to wait for this game to come out. And it launched on PlayStation like 3 or 4 weeks ago. Folly, one of our patrons, streamed it a little bit, and I watched his stream. And I had it on my PlayStation when he was streaming it, but as you know, so much other stuff to do. I was like, I'll get to it. This week, finally, I was like, I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to sit down and play it. Weird to find that the story mode is now on PC, but it's not on console yet. It's coming soon to console, just survival mode.
Okay.
Right.
The game runs fine on console. It's fine. It's nice console. It's just the controls are a little bit.
Yeah, you don't really want to play real time strategies on
No,
console.
it's
Isn't this
it's
like
a mouse and
people
keyboard.
have known this for decades?
Well, I mean, I played. I've not played number 2 yet, but I played the original Halo
Wars.
Wars.
Halo Wars, yeah.
They've done a really good job. Halo Wars is probably the
Yeah,
best
People
job
complained about that.
but that's probably the
at the
best
time.
I've had of on a controller.
Yeah.
And I felt like I could do
Is that
everything.
the
quick
switchable
enough.
to wheel stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is honestly the if you
Best
want to
way
have a
to
lot
do
of
it on a
controls
controller.
console,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's the best way to do it.
But I mean, I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it, but Folly's completely right from his stream. The game is savagely hard. Like you make one mistake, those buggers are getting in.
Goodbye humanity.
Yeah. And basically you survive a certain amount of days, and that's how, like, you have like a leaderboard, survive amount of days and all that. I don't think it'll be Folly. Folly, I think got to end up like nearly a year, 300 and something days.
Nice.
My most was like 200 and something days. But you can.
Perfect.
It's what's nice about it is you can
That'd be
actually.
about 20 hours.
You can see your.
I would open the gates immediately. I'd be like, come on in.
Get in. I don't want myself in the room. Get rid of those guys.
What's nice is you can see your community growing. Like you can see stuff going. You can see more people walking around. Yeah. That's it. I can't have a full opinion on it because I played like an hour and a half, 2 hours of it. But
that doesn't stop.
You can have an opinion.
Oh yeah, I can have an opinion.
It's not a review.
I'm saying I can't have a full impression opinion on it.
What's your current minor opinion?
I'm looking forward to the story. That's my opinion.
Okay.
I'm not looking forward to carry on playing the survival mode. I'm looking forward to the story. In fact, I have it on PC. I might just go play it there because I feel like that's a bit.
See, I'm really looking forward to Warcraft 3 being redone and remade.
I forgot they were doing that.
Yeah, it looks lovely. And as long as they've still got the original sound effects. Who do you want to kill?
They definitely will.
Then, I mean...
Is this just Blizzard being like, we're still cool, guys?
I don't think Blizzard are making it. I think Blizzard have given the rights to someone with actual skill and talent. To...
Bluepoint, they're great.
Probably Bluepoint.
They're great remasters.
I finished Songbird Symphony.
Excellent. And what do you think?
Savagely hard, that last part.
Oh. Is it really?
I play really badly.
It is. Well, it's hard on. I don't know what it's like on keyboard. I've seen people playing on mouse and keyboard, but on a controller, it's a classic thing that rhythm games do. Is you need to do 2 or 3 things at once, and once you get into the groove of it, it's fine. But it makes the simple stuff hard, which is good game design, I suppose. Like it makes something that you know how to do.
It just builds upon it, and suddenly it becomes so complex that it's difficult.
Yeah, and just a simple thing of going like down, down, up, down, down. But then while you're going, press the buttons as well, and you're trying to get, and then this is on beat, this is off beat. Like,
I mean, we saw your performance in Invector, so we know you're awful at this. We know you have 0 rhythm, so I'm not surprised you thought it was hard.
But I fully recommend it. I have asked for keys. They are sending us keys over for you guys. But yeah, I fully recommend Songbird Symphony.
I want my new ukulele.
It's nice.
Ukulele? I mean, Yoku's Island Express.
I was about to say
begins with a Y and has a K in it.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're looking forward to
I'm looking forward to another.
Looking forward to playing something that's super chill, bit of fun. Like I said, you could genuinely give this to a kid and just be like, go play. But there's nothing that can kill it.
Well, you played it, so.
But just there you go. And we'll finish off with the Blackout Club. So the review's up now. I've played a few hours post review.
Yeah.
I played some solo, played some with your brother.
You played with us?
Played with you guys.
Only one time.
I've played about 2.5 hours solo now over the mornings.
Right. Is it even worth playing on your own?
Well, it's easier. It's a damn sight easier because no one's there to mess things up.
Whoa.
No, I don't mean a horribly bit.
Come on.
Like, for example, I can't control where Dan's going, can I? Whereas if it's just me, I can. And also, the big thing about the game is, if you're not caught, it's pretty damn easy because the shape never comes.
Yeah. If you never alert them to anything, if no sounds are made, then it just doesn't come.
So if you accidentally fall off the roof by accident and you're caught, the shape now comes and it aggressively runs for both of us. If I'm on my own, I'm in complete control of stuff.
So you're saying when I was sprinting around everywhere, I was actually making a huge mistake?
Yeah. The game is a slow-paced walk-around stealth game.
Yeah.
So it's your kind of game.
I hated it.
We played
That's not true.
Your brother and I played it.
I found it boring.
Your brother and I played it.
And had way too much grind.
Was last Monday morning we played it? Or Monday morning just gone? And we played it. We sat down and played it seriously. We were like, okay, let's get serious. Let's do this properly.
Yeah.
And we generally had fun with it in terms of it was like, we swapped our tactics out. So I got prank call and he had the drone, so he could be like someone near me. I'm calling them. They can get past, and we were very serious on it. And we were flying through levels. We were never getting caught. Flying through the objectives. The biggest issue the game has, and this is honestly one of the game is going to fail for this one reason.
Okay.
And that is how slow the progression is.
Right.
So we played 5 missions last Monday. Didn't get to court once. We found lots of bonus evidence. We were flying through the missions.
You go to court.
Sorry?
You go to court.
No, we didn't
get caught once.
Didn't get caught once. Yeah, we went to court once.
I thought you take the evidence to court, and then you're like, look.
And the prosecution had a really good build.
We unlocked the new area. So we got to higher up in the area. Which one thing's nice about the area is when you get a new area, it just adds to the previous area, so you can kind of transition between both.
Yeah.
And it just makes it a bit kind of
just expands on what you already
just
know,
more of the village to town.
Yeah.
But so we've done 5 missions. didn't get caught once, found bonus evidence, and we didn't progress up one level. We didn't get from 4 to level 5. You don't unlock the final area until level 12.
Ooh.
We sat down and we was talking about it, and we were like, we worked out that we think roughly from the point we are now, it's about 30 to 40 more missions to get to the final section, to get the final part of narrative. Because when you unlock the next area, you get this video recording that goes on the TV.
Mm-hmm.
All this stuff comes through to you, and it makes you go, oh yeah, there's a narrative here, isn't there? We are trying to find this girl.
Yeah.
We completely forgot about it. By the time we get to 12, you're going to be like, oh, fuck the girl. I don't give it. It's Queep the girl. I don't care about her anymore. Like, it's so slow. And it's not, if it's a free to play, you go, do you know what? Fine, it's free to play. But it's not. It's slow for even a free to play game. And the fact that you can't refund ability points. So if you accidentally go, oh, what's this ability? I'll just try this ability
You
out.
can't mix and match.
No, you've got to kill yourself.
But then you have to sacrifice yourself.
Everything again.
You don't get those points back. You just start from 1 again.
And I didn't see the point of sacrificing yourself either.
It's to show off on the leaderboard. I'm top of the leaderboard. I got the most XP.
But it makes you make all these decisions as well. So when you kill yourself, you sacrifice yourself to a mirror. And then when you're sacrificing yourself, there are like 8 options to choose from. But none of them seem to make any sense as to what it's going to give you or why. There's like, oh, you do it for this one for vanity or for pain. Or for... And you're like, oh, if I do it that side, does that mean on the next one I might take more damage but I'm going to be quicker? Or
there's nothing.
Literally does nothing. You're like, well, this is all a waste.
It still feels like early access game.
It felt that way when we were playing it.
Yeah, but it still feels like now. I jumped on deliberately after 1.0 update come out, and it still felt there was still the bug there. The host person can't hear the other person. And it just still feels like early access. And like
I did also think visually it was nothing special.
No,
absolutely not.
You're busy playing a story that has these dark, interesting, Stranger Things, Twilight Zone sort of feel to it, but the characters were uninspired.
It's very generic looking.
Missions repeat a lot.
And you're just like,
it's a shame. It seems like a very good idea was there, and then it almost feels like they realised they couldn't meet the idea, so they had to rein it in a bit. So they started this grand idea, and then all of a sudden was like, let's just repeat some missions.
What I didn't get was when they sold the game to us. So when we saw the trailers and that, it was all about closing your eyes. And when you've got your eyes closed, you can see there are special secret things around you'll be able to see. Which is a really interesting idea. And as your eyes are closed for longer, you become more susceptible. So it's this idea of, well, I need to see what's around me, but if I keep my eyes closed for too long, I'm then going to get caught.
Yeah.
Because you're playing a stealthy game, but the eyes closed did nothing. It showed you where the feet to tell you where to go.
There was one mission we found where you had to find these messages, and you had to close your eyes, and there was clues to where to go, and the feet didn't directly go to them. There was like your feet went to these pictures, that then we saw a picture of something else. It's like a house, and we had to go find that house and close our eyes. So that was starting to plan the mechanic, but still, it wasn't fully. It still didn't fully understand and use the mechanic. It's a shame. The game
wasn't scary.
No.
Oh God, no.
No, the game had a lot of.
I didn't want to get caught,
potential,
but I wasn't like scared. It was just sort of like, I don't want to get caught.
Playing it solo again wasn't that scary, but I mean, yeah.
Do you think if they took some of the mechanics they had and just turned it into straight up single player horror game, it would be a better game?
Yeah.
I think because having your friends there cuts the horror in half.
Each
friend cuts the horror in half.
Yeah. Or even a single player game that can be played co-op.
Yeah.
Because when we played it together, me and Tom, it was a lot more tense. When we had to do this one mission where we were like the furthest down we'd been in the maze section, and we had lots of the guys that could see. So that was a bit more tense because it was like, he's coming towards you now, and Tom was like trying to stay out of the light. I was like, good. So it wasn't scary, but it was tense.
Yeah.
And working with someone that was good.
I wish you could play when you get caught and you turn into one of the bad guys. I wish you could still play as a bad guy.
Yes.
Then it adds difficulty to the people who were.
And it becomes fun. I'm gonna get you.
Yeah, and it's like,
you bastard.
Yeah. I'd even like to play as the creepy invisible guy.
The shape.
Yeah. Why is I'd like some extra. Like remember Left 4 Dead when it did the versus mode, brought that out.
Yeah.
That's like the best mode in the game. Let me play as the monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, that's Black Ops Club. Reviews up now. It's not a game I would say go out and buy. I'd recommend. If they patch it, if they fix it, then possibly. For me, the biggest thing I need to fix is the progression. If they made it a bit more worthwhile and respectable player time, I would probably jump back in and play some more of it. Otherwise, I'm not going to play any more of it now.
No, I wouldn't. Even if they made the progression quicker, there wasn't enough there to keep me going. It was like, nah, there's plenty of other games I can play with my mates, which are more fun.
There it is. And that's time for news, guys.
Let's do this.
Okay, first up, I've got my phone ready because I didn't show you guys a trailer because I'm terrible. But there's a trailer.
Bewitched.
There's a trailer playing here.
Yeah.
If you guys want to check the trailer out.
Yes, I will watch it on the large TV behind us, Lewis.
Yes.
There you go. So the first up, we're talking about a game called Devil's Hunt. Devil's Hunt is...
Got to be careful how you say that one.
Yeah, I know, eh? Devil's Hunt. It's a game that's coming to PC on September the 17th and is releasing on consoles Q1 2020. It is developed by Laopi Games, which appears to be their first game. I couldn't find anything else from them. And is being published by 1C Entertainment. It is set in hell, and it's... Best way to describe it is it seems very much like Devil May Cry.
I was going to ask that.
Just not as much with the over elaborate combos is probably the best way to describe it. There's the trailer you guys can see playing behind us. Sees this guy called Desmond, who is a guy called Desmond who is, we don't know what he is, but he's been brought down to hell because he has some kind of powers, and he can turn his arms into these rock things, and they can make swords and combos and big things, and he's fighting for something that looks a lot like almost a take on Wesker from early Resi games. And yeah, that's kind of where the game goes. You guys are watching the trailer now. Obviously, you haven't really jumped into it. The trailer, for me, didn't show enough gameplay. It was very slow on story.
Yeah.
And the gameplay that was teased in the trailer does look like it has potential. It looks like
the little bits I've seen so far, especially as what it's showing is a mixture of you've got your firearms, but it's also showing like cold blades that come through. So it looks like you might be playing with elemental damage, being able to mix between them. So it's going to be a combo heavy attack system. My worry from looking at this is, though the cutscenes are nice and that lot, I think they might be pushing for a mix between Devil May Cry and Dark Souls.
Yeah,
I don't think Dark. I think. Do you guys? I've completely forgotten it now. I had notes down for it as well.
Nice one.
What was the old superhero game?
Infamous.
No, the other one. Prototype.
Yeah.
I think it looks a
the
lot
other
like
side
Prototype.
of the same coin.
I think it looks a lot like Prototype.
Yeah.
I thought the same thing.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Especially, well, for a start, it's all in the arms, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is very much the
It's
prototype
the
was
imagery
about.
that
Yeah.
looks like
I mean, it looks very pretty. It's Unreal 4.
it looks
So it looks
almost
very,
right, to be honest.
looks very pretty. I almost hope they do. If they go down the kind of Devil May Cry route, I hope they do it to their limitations.
I hope
they go like
are, because if they were going Devil May Cry, we would have seen combo counters, we would have seen points going up, we would have seen because Devil May Cry, what that does beautifully is it's an arcade game.
Yeah.
It takes you back to the old arcade cabinets of let's smash stuff and break
Points
stuff.
come up, yeah.
The only reason I'm getting
whereas
a high score on the level.
That didn't have that.
The only reason I
which
mentioned Devil
makes
May
me
Cry is because it was
combat-wise.
in their press release. They mentioned Devil May Cry. I don't know if that's so many games do it as a case of going, oh look at this, it's Devil May Cry.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
And it's nothing like Devil May Cry.
Well, I think from what they were showing there, I think they mean as in Devil May Cry is in the combos.
Yeah.
Not your scores of that, not the combos.
Maybe.
But then there was a part as he moved
the
across the
story
bridge.
points.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's devil stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
All that. Desmond.
But it'd be an interesting one to keep an eye on, definitely.
Yeah.
So when's this? Is this September?
Yeah, so it's September the 17th on PC.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's 1C, so we should be able to get some keys for us for that.
Nice.
And then it is Q1 2020 on all consoles, including Switch.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Interesting.
Depending how it pans out, depending how it goes, I'm really apprehensive because the last cool story-looking
I know what
action
you're
game
thinking of.
that looked very pretty,
Yeah.
that I got super hyped for, was Past Cure.
Yeah.
And we all know how that panned out, didn't we?
Yep.
Yeah.
One of the worst games to release last year. So I'm
But that's how I
bit
judge
more...
what games are going to be like. If you get super hyped for it, I know it's one to avoid.
I'm a bit more...
But if you're a little bit more cautious, you're taking your time, it means you've started thinking about it, so it might be alright.
Yeah.
Could be. It's got potential. Up next, Tower of Time. A huge RPG that is available on PC. It's been in PC for about a year now. It's making its way to all consoles, including Nintendo Switch. It's coming to PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo
Switch is
Switch.
really opening the floodgates.
Why do I
On the-
remember this one? Have you played
You
this one ages
liked
ago?
it a lot when you dabbled in it. It's the game with arrow
dabbled?
time. Do you remember that?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the game what?
With arrow
Arrow
time.
time.
So it's an ARPG, an action RPG, like I suppose Diablo for lack of a better term, but not.
Okay.
But not Diablo.
What's the dungeon crawler?
No.
It has. I would say it's got dungeon crawler elements in
Yeah,
it, but it's a
right.
lot more tactical. And what was really nice about Arrow Time is you're moving between real time strategy to then being able to slow it down. You can't fully
Yeah.
stop it,
Yeah.
but it's kind of like Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, where he fires the arrow off and it all slows down, and
Yeah.
the fire, and Bryan Adams starts playing, and you're just like, oh, here we go. It does that,
Yeah.
Bryan Adams is in the background, obviously,
Great.
but not singing the everything I do it for you. It's the only thing that looks good on you is me. That starts playing it in
That's
the
very
background.
specific, but
It's
okay.
it's very sexual.
Oh, wow.
Where the fuck am I going with this?
I don't know, but I was
You
along
like
for the ride.
I
you
don't know, yeah. But it slows it down, so you can then start going, okay, that guy's there, that means he's going to move this way. If I start moving that way, I can plan this attack and have that one go there, and then you speed up time, that starts happening, you can slow down. It's a really nice mix between your real-time combat and not really turn-based, but being able to have that moment of being like a really good boxer, as we were talking about Rocky in the being able to slow things down, going, I know what he's going to do next.
Yeah.
I'm going to take this punch. I'll be able to move like that. And
It's like the jab, you know.
I played 10 hours of it on PC and I liked it. The only reason I stopped playing it was just because other stuff come along. It is a 50+ hour RPG. That then following that, then
I haven't been alive that long.
there's a lot of extra content.
Yeah.
When you by finishing it, you can unlock like a super hardcore mode that basically you die, you're dead. So go and do that.
So you die in the game, you die for real.
Yeah,
it's all comes around. I'll put you down.
But no, it's pretty cool. It's coming to all consoles. And I expect it's coming to all consoles, but the Switch as well is definitely a place because the game is. I don't mean it's horrible when I say the game isn't stunning. The game's pretty to its limitations.
Yeah, it does.
It's
It's
a
not a
big
graphically
50-hour
heavy
RPG made by an independent company. So
Yeah.
it's not going to be like Horizon Zero. You're not going to be running around going, "Oh my god, look at that vista!" Like you're just going through dungeons. So on the Switch, you'll be fine. And I think that's probably where I'll play it. Is on the Switch.
Let's be honest, you definitely will play it on the Switch.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's where you've got the doing the jobs we do and being where you can. The
Yeah.
Switch is really useful for those type of things.
Yep.
It's like Pillars of Eternity is on the Switch or coming to the Switch soon. And it's like that's a game I've always wanted to sink a lot of hours into,
Yeah.
but you can't really when you're at home
Yeah, I
and
can't
you
just sit in front of the computer and
just sit there and do it.
play
'Cause
for
people come
10
around
hours
to
at a
you and
time.
go, "Oh, you're just wasting your life." And you're like, "No,
No, Mum.
just leave me alone. Why are you here?
That's what I do with Sarah.
You
Sarah
live 15 miles away. Stop coming around and telling me how to live my life."
Sarah, who people who don't know, is my wife. I
What?
yeah,
Someone married
Makes so
you?
much sense.
she always goes. She always goes. Do you want to do something tonight? Yeah, that's cool. Oh, I'll watch some TV. So she put on some of her TV. And my idea of spending time with Sarah is sitting next to her on the Switch.
On the Switch, yeah.
So I'm just like leaning. She's like, "You never spend time with me," so I just lean on her. I'm like, "Yeah,
Nice,
I do."
nice.
See, we're together.
Good one.
What's your problem?
Yep,
That's a smart move.
simple as that.
Yeah, my wife doesn't like that one.
I don't like that one.
Yeah, she gets really annoyed.
Em sits on her phone too much. I'm like, can you stop doing that?
It annoys me when I'm watching TV because I'm like,
Yeah. that's what I'm
because
saying.
I guarantee she'll go,
What happened?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
"Go, get out,
That's
the
what
door.
I did.
Get out the door."
Deeply angered.
The best is when I go, "Oh, I've not seen this film yet. Let's watch it together." Watch it 10 minutes. So why is he? I don't know. I'm watching this for the first time as well. Okay. You know the conversation we had at the beginning.
I don't answer even if I have seen it. It's like the film will tell you what you need to
Yeah.
know. Just watch the film.
And if it doesn't, then
Yeah.
it wasn't a good movie.
When
I
we
didn't
watch it,
express
Exactly.
what I was
I
trying to
always
do.
say to her, I always say, if you're asking these questions, it's because the film wants you to ask these questions. Like, you don't need to know the answer yet. That's what the point of watching the film.
When we were watching Arrival, like my mother-in-law was there,
Yeah.
wanting to see the film unspoiled, and Sarah's going, "So I bet that happens, doesn't it?" And I'm like, "I'm not going to tell you in front of your mum who
Yeah.
wants to know the film."
Yeah.
But what about? Do you want to just get out the door? Like, just go? Yeah. Anyway,
Anyway, so yeah, Tower of Time.
Q1 2020. It's developed by Event Horizon. Nothing to do with the movie. And it's published by Digerati.
Sure,
Did you
just make up words. Why not?
Yep. Yeah. Why the hell?
Sure, they
not?
won't mind.
Doogie Howser.
Up next.
Oh, wow, MD.
Yeah, there's a classic.
Can't be it. Up next, I'm terrible today because I haven't told you guys what trailers.
Yeah, no.
You do suck a big one.
Yeah, I know I do. But up next, the next trailer is for a game called Try Fox. It was announced by Glowfish Interactive and Cronus Interactive.
Try as in 3, not as
Try as in
give
3.
It a go.
Try Fox is a top-down.
Looks very cute. I like it.
Shooter,
twin-stick shooter,
yeah, top-down twin-stick shooter.
Twin-stick adventure.
That's what it's
introduces elements of classic-style 3D platforming. I literally said that as it came on the
just as it
trailer.
came up.
That's the second time you've done that.
So yeah, I searched Glowfish Interactive for games they've made. They've made a few mobile games. They haven't made anything big. This is by far their biggest and most ambitious release.
That looks like a bit of fun.
Glowfish have actually made quite a few. I can't remember them right now, but quite a few really good mobile games.
Okay,
because I used to do the 2-minute app review, and Glowfish was one of the ones I was like, "Oh, that's quite a good game. I enjoyed that one."
Is it just Glowfish Games?
Glowfish Interactive.
Oh, Glowfish Interactive.
Yeah. So this game has been announced. It's coming spring 2020. I'll be honest. The first time I watched the trailer, I was like, it looks a little bit okay. But then I watched it again, and I was like, do you know what? This game looks like it's having fun. It looks like it's there for you to go and have fun. You go through this cute world and shoot stuff up, blow stuff up, do what you want with it. Playing as little cute fox.
It also didn't look. Just from the trailer, literally a reaction to the trailer there, it didn't look like it was trying to be super difficult. No. So there were points there where he was swamped by monsters. They were obviously hitting him, but it wasn't insta-death.
Yeah.
Like I played in so many shmups and so many twin sticks that you're just like, oh.
I've never heard of any of these.
Yeah, Spectra.
Is that good?
Spectra's quite good.
A bit of racing. So they're good developers then.
They've made some alright stuff, yeah.
So yeah, that's Try Fox. I mean, like I said, I did write here not great trailer, but I did watch it again and was like, do you know what? I was harsh on that.
I thought it was a fine trailer.
I was looking, I don't know.
I think twin stick shooters are rather generic anyway, so it's really hard to make a trailer that makes it.
That's the issue I had. I like old Housemarque, old school twin stick shooters, like the real brutal, challenging ones. And then, so I probably looked at that and was like,
this one looks nice.
Yeah.
That's it. This is a kid-friendly, my first twin stick, so I'd probably enjoy it.
It's very appealing to look at as well.
Yes.
It's just like,
second from last piece of news, and this isn't direct brand new spanking news, but there has been some developments on it. And it's because it was recommended to me by one of the patrons, who goes by Foreign User, or Pretentious, whatever it is, Pretentious in French.
What is that the name, or is it the
word?
Pretentious?
No, his name on Discord and Twitch and everything like that is Pretentious, but how the French would spell it. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Zia!
Can I just say, this is why we're having to go through Brexit right now.
Zia!
For this.
Oh, God. But so he brought this back to my attention. Now, Iron Maiden, the big rock band.
Yeah.
No, who are they?
Have you heard that they are suing an indie developer, an indie publisher?
Why? That's mean. Why
well, it depends why.
So they're suing. They're suing Voidprint and 3D Realms.
Wasn't this a shooter?
So no. So basically, they're suing them over a game they made and released. It's available now on PC. It's coming to consoles early next year. I called it Eon Maiden.
Ion.
It's ION.
It's an Ion
Maiden.
Okay.
And they are suing them for $2 million because they're claiming of confusion that it looks too much like an Iron Maiden franchise and that people are gonna be confused on it.
That's horseshit.
Going further,
the words Iron Maiden.
The new
they didn't.
The new thing that I literally burst out laughing. I saw it today.
Yeah.
Is they are now claiming more money because they've got a mobile game out.
Right.
Called Something of the Beast.
What, the Iron Maiden one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Iron Maiden.
Yeah, something of the big wheel.
Yeah,
They're
there's a
claiming.
2-minute app
Oh, so-
review
so
of
they've
it
got a
on.
game?
No, there's an app review on the Dice Bay.
But they're
You wanna go see
claiming
it's on there.
that this game
Right.
takes too much from their game. Okay, this game is a Duke Nukem 3D first-person shooter.
Cool.
Their game is nothing of that.
No.
Literally, now this is they are clawing at
That's
strings.
kind
now.
of-
Can I point out as well though that
Yeah.
it won't be Iron Maiden doing this.
Oh, no, it's their
It
league.
won't
Yeah.
be Bruce Dickinson.
It's
It
their
won't
legal
be
team,
Iron Maiden
yeah.
because they haven't got time for
If
that.
anything, it's like the I made a mistake.
It's
like, it's,
that'll be what it is.
Um,
It'll be the management and that
but
lot
that's
who'll be
pathetic.
suing
I
it.
think that's pathetic.
The game has now changed its name. The game is now called Ion Fury.
Right.
I looked at it. It's very much like Duke Nukem. It looks
it
like
good?
it looks like a Duke Nukem.
Yes,
It's
it is
very
the shooter. I thought
positively-
it was.
Yeah.
Very positively reviewed on Steam. Is all
Oh,
I can
cool.
say from that.
Everyone
Now,
go buy it to
I'm going
tweet
to
the Iron Maiden's legal team.
so
Yeah.
in
I'm
Discord.
very against this.
As I said, that's his name there. Pretentious.
Yeah.
Pretentious.
Yeah.
We had to
Ah.
yeah.
our patrons. Our patrons.
That's the old song, isn't it?
I'm so sorry to everyone who's French.
For them
because
being
of-
French.
Yeah, not because of what they're saying. I'm just sorry.
So our patrons reacted to the news of them.
Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah.
The suing thing.
Mhm.
And
Hang on. What did Trev say?
so
I bet
well,
Trev's
Monarch started by
fan.
saying, so yeah,
Danny
so Monarch
Bryan.
said this is
Danny
ridiculous.
Bryan. Yeah.
The name will bring confusion? Question mark. Give me a break. This is not right. Trev said, yeah, alas, Iron Maiden have gone too corrupt. Corporate, sorry. Corrupt as well, but corporate. Afraid of Folly said, Bruce Dickinson is a prick. That's my hot take. Trev said,
What a personal attack.
might have to remove his autograph. Might have to laze his autograph off my arm now. And Afraid of Folly said, I made him kick ass, but I would not like to sit down and have a pint with Bruce Dickinson.
I would, because he'd pay. Don't be silly, Folly.
Can
Come
you-
on.
Of course,
Can you enlighten me? Is Bruce Dickinson actually a dick?
Yeah.
What's wrong with him?
No, he's
It's
just
his
generally
name.
dick. He's
it's actually in his name, mate.
Dick in son.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. No, he's very. He's been breathing his own air for a bit too long,
Oh no.
so he's a little bit that way.
that makes me think that maybe he is. Buying
If you're into no, he wouldn't know what a computer game is. He's too busy building his tanks or flying.
Tanks.
Yeah,
He can fly.
yeah, he flies the Iron Maiden jet.
That's an Iron
He's a
Maiden
full-
jet.
Did you not know this?
Are they superheroes?
No, but they are
Quick,
incredibly
to the
rich.
Iron Maiden jet.
But they do. They've got their own jet, and he pilots it. He's a fully qualified pilot,
Wow.
They play
which is part of what he
guitar.
does.
666,
Is that-
and the
they-
library
number of
opens up, and they go down into it, and the jet
It's
goes
like
off under the waterfall.
Thunderbirds. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the news on that, guys. Yeah, and if you want to have your take on that, if you want to ever join in our Discord chat, you can do $1 a month over on patreon.com/IndieCredible. You get all the goodness over there where we chat to our patrons, and we often, every week now, I always put out to them what they think about the main topic
Yeah.
and get their feedback.
Because I lurk on the Discord.
You know, like,
Unless I'm
Just in the
addressed
background.
directly, I will not message anyone.
Even if I'm addressed directly, I don't tend to.
So you're in it?
I'm in Discord.
he's in it, yeah.
I've not seen you in it.
Well, no, I don't do anything.
Neither do I. Yeah. Lewis.
I
never
find
shuts
it.
up.
I find it a bit creepy.
Creepy.
There's something really weird about it.
Talking to people. I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm the same.
It's just.
Can't stand it.
Yeah.
Right,
Just touch my foot.
yeah.
Keep playing footsie with you.
The final piece of news, which actually nicely leads on to our main topic,
Yeah.
is all based around ooblets. So
Ooblets. I forgot about ooblets.
I
ever
need
coming
to
out?
get something up with this as well.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
So
Yeah.
ooblets. We're really chewed a fat on it in the main topic, but ooblets announced very recently, as in yesterday of recording. But they are releasing on PC and consoles, but they are releasing exclusively
Here it
on
comes.
the Epic
Yeah.
Game
I
Store.
knew you were gonna say that.
As a game, okay, and they're I'm trying to
They're
do.
releasing as a film.
I'm trying
Fuck
to do.
it. Yeah, I mean,
I'm
Creed did
trying-
amazing, mate.
I'm trying to do two things at once here, and there's a reason why I'm
You're
trying to
falling
do two
apart.
things.
You open that for me while you're also looking that up, and we'll explain
Wolf up.
what Ooblets is to anyone who doesn't know. So
Yeah.
if this is your first time to the show, then you won't know what Ooblets is. But for everyone else, Ooblets is a mix between Pokemon
Yeah.
and a farming sim.
Animal Crossing.
Yeah, Animal Crossing,
Yeah.
except you will battle these people together, and it is
It's over there.
it is a great. What are you looking for?
Near the steering wheel.
Go on, you carry on, Tom.
I've done it. Yeah, that's what it is. Lewis is extremely excited for it.
And has been for a while.
Yeah, and
We should say we have played the game.
you've played the game.
Yeah,
thought
we
it
would
was
have
cool.
loved to have
I
played
never
the
got a
game.
chance. That
But,
was 2017, 2018.
Res last year. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
where
but
you
we
played
didn't
it.
get a chance because you wouldn't get off it.
And they skedaddled this year, didn't they?
Well, yes, but we now kind of know why.
Yeah.
Because they were they were with Double Fine,
Yes.
and Double Fine made an exclusivity deal with Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
And basically dropped Ooblets. Ooblets didn't want really to be
Which is
exclusive
fair
on
enough.
there.
Yeah.
They did. They were very appreciative to Double Fine, so it wasn't some sort of nasty
Yeah,
thing.
it
They were
wasn't,
like,
yeah,
"Thank
of
you very
course.
much for the help," but
And they
but
just-
they went.
Amicably split,
And now they've gone to Epic.
which I think is fine.
Well, we're going to really chew into that in a
Of
moment.
course.
But we're still waiting for you to find.
I don't know what you're doing actually.
Oh, so Ooblets basically released a very nice press release about why they'd done this as a decision.
Okay.
And I read it yesterday, and I was meant to screenshot it yesterday, and I didn't screenshot it yesterday. So I might have to just paraphrase what it said. But
Do it.
I was gonna-
Paraphrase.
so
You're really
basically,
good at that, so
No
do
one
it.
comes to this show for accurate,
so basically,
accurate anything.
They come for me.
what they said, was
Just the way you tickle the balls.
was that they didn't want to make this decision, but this is their first game. They're a very, very small team, and Epic approached them with an offer that basically meant even if the game didn't make the sales they needed to make money and profit and stay afloat, keep the lights on, they would still be able to run as a viable development studio. And that's what they wanted. They want to make games. And the fact that Epic had approached them and said that, like, basically, even if your game isn't successful on our platform, we will cover you to make sure you can make more games.
Wow. So
Yeah.
the anti-EA.
So they basically,
Yeah.
that's why they've made the decision. And they said that we're very sorry to people, but otherwise, if Ooblets doesn't sell, we don't have jobs, and our last 4 years have basically been for nothing.
Yeah.
They then go on to. They do it in. I would have been very sarcastic how I approached it, but they were very diplomatic with it.
That's such a
They
shock.
basically
really.
said. They basically said that they would understand uproar if they were asking people to pay money for an additional platform to then play their game. But they're only asking someone to download a free
Yes.
app and sign on to play their game.
Who's the devs?
The devs is Glumberland.
Glumberland, you're my heroes.
Now, I
But
honestly
that, I
think
mean, you already work as a rap lad, so I mean,
if we, like you said, if we honestly think about it, I think the reason they weren't a res, they pulled out last minute, was because Double Fine announced Xbox partnership.
Because it was the double fine
Yeah.
section
It's-
of Res.
yeah.
Yes, yeah.
And I
And they've been
think
with
they
them.
turned round because Fogs had a massive section in the end. Because I think I
Yeah.
reckon
Yeah.
half that was
well,
meant
so
to be
did
for...
that
To be fair,
god awful cake
Fox is
game.
great.
Oh, Cake Games, yeah.
I forgot
Cake
about
Bash.
that.
God, Cake Bash, that
Yeah.
was terrible.
There's some kid playing instead of me, and that was a good idea.
But I think so. We're talking. The developers have already taken a big risk, stepping away from their publisher. They're very reputable, big publisher.
Yeah.
To stop them from going console exclusive. So they've already taken a risk. The fact that a launcher, I'm not going to call it a platform, has come in
Yeah.
and said we will cover everything for you. It's still going on PC. People can still play it on PC.
Yeah.
They'd be stupid to not take that money. They would
Yeah.
be so stupid.
They need to keep the lights on. To be
Yeah.
fair,
Yeah.
And it's an independent company.
Yeah.
The chances are that if they don't have a big publisher or a big someone behind them, that's it. That's the only game they'll ever make. But also, that might be their house gone.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
It's their lives,
that is their
potentially,
lives
right?
they'll
Yeah.
put into this. Because a game doesn't, it's not an evening 15-minute, oh look, I've made a new game. You know,
Especially a
it's-
game that seems quite in depth as
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
and that they've really put in it. I know that you've got like Yahtzee and that lot doing his one game a month show on YouTube, and he's making these games, but there's a massive difference in what he's doing and what these
the game he's
people are
making
doing.
is like you finish it in 20-25
Yeah.
minutes. It's
Well, yeah, I
very,
mean,
like,
there are game jams. People make games in 2 days.
And that's basically what
But
they're
they're
doing.
just,
But
they're just a joke, aren't they? A bit
these
of a laugh.
indie devs are putting their whole lives into it,
Yeah.
and they need the money. Give them the bloody money.
yeah.
Yeah.
Make
Should
them
we
feel
move on to the
secure.
topic?
Well, that's
Yeah,
what goes
'cause
on to
I'm
the
gonna
topic
get
because
into
so it
that
goes
too
on
quick.
to the
I'd
main
like to
topic
say
we
my
wanted to discuss,
stance
and
pretty
I
early
put it
on.
out there on my Club Tropicana, which is a WhatsApp Woody Discord.
Yep.
And I put it out there on the Incredible Discord.
One, yeah.
Like I was overwhelmed with the amount of responses, and it
good,
made me realise
good.
how divided people are. Like I even started an argument in the Club Tropicana one.
Oh, excellent.
And it was brilliant.
You
I
can't argue with Club Tropicana.
was watching
Before we
these
hear
people come down.
opinions
It was
from
so
these
good.
people,
Yeah.
I like to say, everyone who complains about this whole...
Can we just hang on? We haven't said what our thing is yet.
Oh, it's
Well,
exclusive between launchers.
I'll introduce it, shall I?
Okay, go
Yeah,
on.
introduce it.
So,
and then you get in there.
Yeah,
that
so
people understand
basically we're talking about
context.
PC,
Alright.
PC stores / launchers. Okay, so there are 2 big dogs. There's a third one that is very much making waves, especially with 2.0 that is coming very soon.
Okay.
So Steam,
Come on,
the
come on.
Steam
Quick
is
to the
Epic,
point, to the point, no
and there's
thinking.
GOG. The reason
Yeah.
GOG
Well,
2.0
what about Origin?
Galaxy, fuck off. The reason GOG 2.0 Galaxy is huge is because it basically is an app that puts all of your launchers into one launcher. So it puts your games from Steam, from Epic, all
Alright.
into one launcher.
That's a good idea.
Now, just to give you some numbers before we get through, get into it, the big selling point, GOG is actually owned by CD Projekt Red. I didn't know that, but it's owned by
Since
CD.
when?
It's their store. They opened it. That's why the Witcher stuff all goes there.
Really?
Yeah, but although they own
Wow.
it, Cyberpunk 2077 isn't only launching there. If you buy it from there, they get a lot more of the profits.
Yeah.
A third, just to give you a bit of context, a third of all PC pre-orders for Cyberpunk 2077 have been through GOG, which is a lot.
I'm surprised by that.
Wow.
Well, it's
okay.
because they're CDPR fanboys, aren't they?
I guess so.
Yeah, no, that is true.
And then so that's GOG.
I don't think overall sales will be most.
GOG
of
don't do exclusives. GOG's just a store, basically. Epic. The reason people are going to Epic is they offer 88% of profits made on your game back, basically. And remember, that's profits. Steam offers 70%, 18% less. Profits made on a game, they will give it back. That's so when we get into context here, people who are maybe new, so people who are console gamers might be like, what the hell is the difference?
Yeah, what's going on? Yeah.
That's what the difference is. That's what is a big thing. Epic have been going out and cherry picking games, throwing money at games to say only launch in our store, and games have been going, yeah, right, then we'll take the money. Brilliant. And we're getting more profit in the long run. Hell yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
And it comes a big issue when it get into pre-orders, especially when we get into Kickstarters, but we'll get onto that as we go in.
Okay.
But over to you now. Now I've given context.
I still don't know what the issue is. What are we arguing here?
Oh, so
Is it good or
no,
bad?
we're not arguing anything. We're just talking about PC launches. Basically, should people be throwing their toys out the pram, having a massive cry about it, or should they just get over it?
Well,
Go on, Tom.
What I was going to say is everyone who complains about this is a whiny little piss baby. Calm down. Because it's not a big deal. I don't understand the anger people are going through for this. Who cares? It's free. You're not having to buy a whole new console for this. Just download it. It doesn't take that much space. And you can still play the game. No one's telling you to get rid of Steam. And Steam need competition.
Yes.
They need it. Because they are...
Someone disagrees, yeah, but carry
They're
on.
far too up their own arses, Val.
Yeah.
They have become a shit company. They're not EA, but then they're not even an atom of what they used to be.
So, I mean, I'm with you. I agree.
Yeah.
But the bit I find really funny is the amount of people who whinge about, oh, I've got to use a different launcher. My games are in 2 different places. Oh, no.
They're not.
So, but I thought for a moment, oh, God, hang on. Is this going to be difficult? Because I've only recently got PC again that can actually run things.
Yeah, same.
And I jumped on there, and I've got my Steam, and I've got Epic, and it's literally just clicking either left or right when I'm on my desktop.
Exactly.
Other than that, there's
What
no.
is the
I
problem?
don't get it, and
Why
I'm getting free games every week from Epic.
Exactly.
Every week I'm getting a free indie game,
You're doing better by
and
supporting
all I
indie
have to do is
developers
click
than Epic.
right instead of
So
left.
when you and
What
also
the fuck?
when you go on Epic,
Mm-hmm.
it's actually, and I'm not trying to sit here Epic fanboy, but when you go on Epic from an indie game point of view,
Yeah.
your games, your big huge games like Borderlands 3 aren't at the top.
No.
Your indie games are at the top.
They're sharing the same space.
Yeah,
as
and
well.
there's
When
not
you
like,
scroll down.
oh, look at this little indie game section
Epic
here.
is so much cleaner than Steam is.
I hate the Epic Store.
Oh, really?
I really hate it. I think it's poorly laid out. I don't think it's there yet. But it's like everything. When they first release it, it has potential to grow. I don't like it. I think it's
so convoluted as a
I do find Steam very dated.
It's overly complex just to do anything on there.
Like, I mean,
I like the detail you get with Steam, though.
True, yeah.
So once I've clicked onto the game, you get a full page. I know the developers. I get a good idea of the story, what to expect, what DLC's on there. There's a lot of information I can take from that.
Fair, I don't dislike Steam. I'm actually one of the few still on my friends list that are active on Steam.
Yeah.
Everyone's on Discord now. So I look at my Steam list and there's like 2 people left.
Yeah.
and it's like, oh man, I miss the old days when it just feel like a message
Everyone's on
anyone
there.
and be like, do you want to play TF2? And it'd be great.
shall I go through what people have given back?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. So,
I want to know what
we can rip them apart, though, right?
yeah, of course you can. So, we start off with our Discord, our Indecredible Discord, and our patrons.
Hey.
Trev said, I don't technically mind. Steam does need a little competition, but I have an issue with them snatching the ones that were either just about to release on Steam or were backed by people on Kickstarter and were promised to those to be on Steam. The big one there come with Shenmue 3. People back the game.
I still don't believe that's ever coming out.
But people, do you know about this? People back the game on
Kickstarter.
Kickstarter. Promised keys for Steam.
Yeah.
Steam keys are now coming a year later.
Yeah. So they're still
don't
committing
see
their
an issue.
promise.
What's the problem?
But they have promised. They've said to them, "You can have an Epic key."
Yeah.
And people are like, "No, I want a Steam key."
Why?
Well, at that point,
Why?
At that point, that is their own problem.
Yeah.
That's cutting your nose off to spite your face. So shut up.
Exactly.
You deserve to wait a year.
For a user, or
those people need to get a grip.
But on the other bit,
Yeah.
before we jump on, I do think there is a point where if you have paid on Kickstarter and your deal has been that it doesn't work for that one because you're still getting the key and they've given you options, but there have been other games that have been released that have stated you will get these things in this manner, and they're not doing it because they've moved from Epic. That's wrong.
Yeah.
And that is an issue. But I think that's more about how people approach it. Whereas with being offered with Shenmue, that's people being douches.
I mean, they're going to fulfill the promise anyway. They've said that it will come to Steam. And they're even saying, well, you can have it.
You can have it now. We'll give you the Epic key. Your
Yeah.
computer will still work in the same way.
I don't want to download
I
it.
can't click right instead of left. I've got to... Oh, no.
It's such a piddly little file as well, Epic. It's not, not a big deal.
So pretend has a long one here, but he says, my opinion is that Steam doesn't really need any more competition than it has and always has had. Personally, I think most people take Steam's fair service for granted. When you buy a Steam key from another site, Steam does not take a share of the revenue from the developer, and yet it still provides all the same services. All same services as Steam. Or feels like it's too big only because it's better than the competition. So Steam's basically got too big.
Yeah.
Yeah. A good hint at this is the fact that in order to compete with Steam, here you go. Sorry. In order to compete with Steam, stores are literally spending money to give away games just to get people to use their service. When it comes to a corporate world, Steam has got to be one of the most fair and responsible and reasonable companies.
Hang on. Is it responsible or reasonable?
Reasonable companies I have ever seen become so large. You can disagree with him. It's up to you.
Well, I agree with bits.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I don't worry. I'm not scared to disagree.
So
with
what
people.
competition does Steam have?
Yeah, that's
Before,
what I'd like
let's
to
take
know.
Epic out there. What competition did
Do you
Steam
mean
have?
Origin? Is that who you mean?
No one means Origin. Stop trying to take it back to Origin. Origin is not a competition for anything. In fact, somehow it manages to compete against itself and loses.
Oh god, Origin's so bad. Yeah, what competition?
What competition?
Do you mean consoles? Because do you mean Windows, like bloody Windows Store to buy games? How is that competition? It's not.
Any competition's healthy.
Yeah, but I want serious competition.
Yeah,
that
and I
Epic
think
is bringing.
There was no competition.
No, there was literally nothing.
There was nothing. There is no competition. Nothing had that database of games that you could go onto easily and collect. There's
I
nothing.
think one game goes to Epic, and you'll go like, "Oh, is it really worthwhile?" But the fact that even companies like Gearbox with Borderlands 3 are going there clearly shows that they want to be on that platform. Like that platform is better for them.
Yeah, which we know it is.
And the fact that we're seeing surprisingly a large amount of people going Epic exclusive.
Yeah.
And I think what people have got to remember is people going, well, Steam never done Steam exclusives because it was
there was
always
no one
Steam
else for
exclusive.
them.
There was no need for it.
Well, this is the bit I don't get about what
Foreign
yeah, what you're saying is that there
was no competition.
Yeah.
on
No.
PC. If you're thinking, oh well, they were having to compete against console gaming, well, that's not the same thing, is it?
I mean,
No.
because
We're talking about stores.
It used to be, you would say, I played it on PC. That means I played it on Steam.
Yeah.
Because there was nowhere else that I would think of getting it.
No.
Well,
Obviously,
there's a reason
God
why
existed, but I don't need it.
no one used
No.
it.
Yeah, there's no point for it.
Tyler Dubb, another patron, said,
Who?
Tyler Dubb.
Oh, right.
Yep, don't have a PC, but from the outside looking in, if that's worth anything, I mean, it's cool that
is.
devs are getting a large cut and at least some guaranteed money up front for exclusivity. That being said, it makes more sense to do it when the game is just announced rather than just about to release. Once people begin pre-ordering your project, it's kind of lame to move in after that, even though they do offer refunds. So I can see what they're saying. Like, the game's been announced for 2 years. It's
Yeah.
coming out. People are excited by it. They pre-ordered it on Steam. It's showing up in their library. Then all of a sudden, it disappears from their library. They refunded money, and it's gone. And they
It's
go,
annoying, but you've got your refund. Just download Epic.
But a lot.
Spend 5 minutes to download Epic. And
But
just
then
play it on
again, it's when you hit that whole Ubisoft thing where you're going to get to play it 3-4 days before anyone else. You've paid that extra huge chunk to get the super special edition with the model and the free rim job.
You play us another
Yes.
service. Yeah.
And then it's pulled the week before, which actually means
You're getting it
you're
later.
expecting it, to be downloaded and be playing it the
yeah.
next day.
Yeah.
And then instead you get an email through. That's a horrible move, but we can't blame Epic for that, and we
No,
can't blame that. That's the company.
That's a really good point. People are like angry at Epic over this.
But it's not them.
They're not
It's-
making the choice. They're
No.
making the offer.
They turn around
And
to the
these-
company and
these
go, "We're going to give
developers,
you this."
publishers,
We
they're
don't.
making
Yeah.
the choice.
Nickel from the other Discord now, Club Tropicana Discord.
Okay.
Exclusivity is a rough thing, I think, because without the investment by, say, Epic, Borderlands 3 and Chivalry 2 would be delayed massively or indefinitely, I'd
Is that
imagine.
true?
And they did put a lot of money into Borderlands 3.
That's cool.
But the player base are split, which is a small price to pay for the actual game. Steam fanboys might not be used to Epic Store, would hurt the game. Steam fanboys that are not used to Epic Store and ignoring them would hurt the game, and I'm not quite sure why.
See, I think this comes back to one of the things I always hated, and I've always hated, was this idea that one console is better than the other, or that it's
You're not
console
a console
wars.
wars fan, are you?
Yeah, no, they're there. Xbox is better than PlayStation. PlayStation's better than Xbox. Nintendo is better than Dreamcast.
That's
And
a
they're
kid
going,
thing.
but it's not. These little, what did you call them?
Whiny piss babies.
Whiny piss babies
Yeah.
are still doing the same thing. You're still getting that. Oh no, Steam's better than Epic. Epic's better than Steam. I'll never use Epic. And you're just like, hang on, that's exactly the same argument we had.
Games. I don't. You're not. Just
It's
play
not-
the game. It doesn't matter. Just play the
Well,
game.
think about it as well, when Xbox One and the PlayStation launched,
Yes.
everyone did side-by-side comparisons. It was all about which one's better. And they still do those now. And you're looking at the games
I
going,
get that slightly
actually,
more.
they look the same.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
But I get that sort of comparing them makes more sense because you're comparing two different pieces of hardware.
Yeah.
This you're just comparing.
But the
your
game's the
computer
same.
to your computer.
I think
it's the same.
I think they're spitting their dummy out for literally no reason. I reckon
Exactly.
half the people, or most of the people who are Steam fanboys, for lack of a better term, if you
Well,
go,
it must be what they are.
well, actually, I'll just give you Borderlands. Here's a Borderlands key for free, but you can make it on Epic. That would bite your arm off. Oh, yeah, I'll do that. Like,
No, because a lot of the once you hit fanboy thing,
is it loyalty?
it is
Is
this
it like
sort of
the- is
nah.
it-
I'd never do
bias,
that.
yeah.
I'd rather punch myself in the face with a dildo, and you're like, okay, do it.
Please.
No, there's a
do it.
dildo.
Yeah. Have at it.
fucking dildo are you using?
Oh, it keeps them fully lubed
All
all the time.
the time.
Yeah. I've seen them. Not by choice, mind you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's not talk about that. That is for our patrons.
So that's
$1 a
our-
month gets you dildo
I mean,
talk.
we could talk about this, whatever. We'll quickly close up then with GOG 2.0.
Okay, which I know nothing about.
So GOG 2.0 is currently in closed beta.
Okay.
I've been talking to a lot of people who are running it. I'm on the list to get the next batch of keys. And from what screenshots I've seen, videos I've seen of people sharing stuff about it, it looks very impressive. And it isn't a case of I have to click on Epic to go to Epic Store. It just means all my games are in one place. Like my Steam games, my Epic games, all in one place, all on GOG 2.0. Do you think that's an answer? You go on Epic, you download it, whatever, but then you go to GOG and it's just all in one place. It's next to
But hang on.
Maybe they
Now I've
advertise
got
that.
3 clicks. I've got to go on Epic Store, download the game,
Whoa,
and
hang
then
on.
go to GOG.
3 clicks is far too
3
many
clicks.
for me. I'm actually just going to burn my PC because I'd rather pay £400 for £400 per console.
Yeah.
And get exclusives on there.
Yeah. No, sorry.
Grow up.
I'm out. 3 clicks.
Yeah.
3 clicks and I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm
I feel like
generally,
Dragon's Dead right
I
now.
tweeted yesterday saying like, I thought PC was supposed to be the master race, and it's like
Yeah.
this is the most backward I've ever seen any.
It almost to me
Can I-
when it first came out, it seemed manufactured. The Steam were like putting all these bots out, like, oh yeah, let's get angry, so that everyone else is like, yeah, I'm angry too.
I want to be part of something.
Exactly, but it's like thrown into this like big ball of bollocks that people I just don't get it. I don't know why people are angry about this. And it annoys
I'm
me.
starting to feel that the moniker of Master Race has more to do with the fact that they're a bunch of fascists
Yeah.
who can only think of one ideal
Do you
and
know-
one way.
They've ruined the term master race for me.
What, the Nazis or
Yeah.
PC players?
PC players.
Yeah. You know, I'm starting to rethink my feelings about Hitler now.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know
Yeah.
what? He wasn't that bad. At least he wasn't a PC player.
Autobahn. You know, he did some
Council
good stuff.
houses, VW Beetle.
Exactly.
I mean, he did a lot of bad stuff, but he wouldn't have had a problem with Epic and Steam. He would have let them both live happy.
Oh god! So I do this. I bet you we get comments that people are pissed off, but I love it. It's just grow up.
Do it. Go on, feed me. Feed me your anger. I just stop. Just grow up. Oh, it annoys me so much.
It does. I
Get a
agree.
fucking grip.
It's like
Jesus.
Xbox players can't play Spider-Man. Imagine them watching E3 and seeing the Spider-Man game coming, where it's a whole nother console. It's not. But imagine if they went.
And they don't care at all. They just go, oh, that's a shame.
You know?
Or they go, no, I might buy a PS4 if I've got the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not. Oh wait, there's an app I can download and play it on my console.
I bet console gamers are like, what is wrong with these people? Can you imagine if you had one console and Xbox and PS4 were 2 apps that you could download for free? and
And
could
you
just
got
play
all the
it.
games.
You got all the games. It's nuts.
Yeah.
And someone turned around to you and said Spider-Man's PS4 exclusive. You'd be like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Press the
I don't- yeah.
PS4 button.
Download the PS4.
Not playing it. Not playing
Not playing it, yeah.
Not doing it. No.
I bleed green. I bleed green. Cut me. I bleed green. Oh, it's stupid. But anyway, we've pissed enough PC players off right now. But
Which is kind of funny because we all play PC.
yeah, we do play PC.
Yeah.
But all launchers. We're not prejudiced here.
Yeah. I've got Origin. I played The Sims 4.
I'd like to point out I don't have Origin and I
Yeah.
will never have Origin.
I considered Uplay 2 weeks ago because I wanted to play Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
I do have Uplay because of that rollerball game.
Oh yeah.
What's Uplay like? Let us know.
Dog shite.
Is it
Absolutely
is it better
terrible.
or worse than Origin?
I've never used Origin, so I don't know.
Fuck you.
Origin's pretty damn.
Origin.
I actually quite like GOG. GOG's fine.
Well, GOG, yeah,
GOG's
I've
clean.
never used it,
It's
but
just
I've
clean.
used the website before briefly.
Yeah,
I
it's,
never downloaded the app.
it's nice and clean. It's simple to use.
Yeah, because it's not made by a shit multi-million-dollar company.
Joining people in games is like super easy on GOG.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice and easy. But anyway, enough of that.
Yeah.
But that's it, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for listening to or watching the Indie Credible Podcast, Season 2, Episode 24. If you liked it and you're watching, then make sure you give it a like. And if you haven't subscribed already, do make sure you subscribe because we'll update it every week with a new episode. And you guys also, this week, get the Not So Indie Show, which is a monthly show for our patrons, which they get a week early. But if you want to get that show a week early next time it comes around, or you want to join over on Discord and hear us abuse some PC players, then by all means do so. The link is in the description below. Patreon.com/IndieCredible. $1 a month literally gets you everything. The additional tiers just get you bonuses. But $1 a month covers everything, guys. And you honestly do get quite a lot for just $1.
Get quite a lot, yeah.
Yeah. But until then, thank you so much for stopping by. And as I said at the very beginning, my name is Lewis. You can find me at What's Up Woody. Tom has been one of the people here today. You can find him at Shriek and Profit. Yeah. And Dan has been 3 of the people here today.
Wow.
You can
I've
find
been
him
3 people.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm going to find that very rude in a minute, and you shall be hearing from my lawyers. They are also the people who.
For $2 million.
Yeah, I'm going to sue for $2 million.
Yeah.
They're also the people who work for Iron Maiden.
Oh, good guys.
And you can find Dan at the Dice Bear. Type the Dice Bear in Google, and he is literally everywhere. Have you done the app yet that pops them up? Dance around naked.
No, I'm still on step 1 of learning how to code, and that is
Turn on a computer.
Yeah, yeah. Still on that part.
But until then, guys, patrons, make sure you stick around for post show. If you want to find the post show, patreon.com/IndieCredible. Until next time, guys, thank you for watching or listening, and you guys stay Indie-credible.
That's a very
Yeah,
down
bye.
end. Bye.
See ya! There you go.
We built it back up again for you.
Patrons!
Do we have to do that? Patrons! Oh, patrons!
I refuse to do it because I'm not on form like these two. I'm classy.
Once Dan gets out of the car, mate, Jesus, you turn into an animal.
Yeah, I have heard.
Well, that's different. Isn't it?
You take a ultraviolet light into that car and all you see is...
You said you wouldn't tell me.
But have you not been on Pornhub recently? What am I talking about? You're on there every day.
I live on Pornhub. Yeah.
Comment section, mind, but
Well, yeah, I
what
don't watch
are you-
videos.
It's going for emails, there you go.
you're doing emails. That's how much we care
Right.
about our
Yeah.
patrons.
I
Yeah.
saw a film. I went to an unlimited secret screening, which I'm convinced they changed from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood to something
See,
else.
I'd heard they were going to change. I was going to go,
Yeah.
but then I heard that it wasn't. But I don't know what they changed it to.
They changed it to a film called Crawl.
Oh, the
Crocodile one.
crocodile one.
Alligators, but yeah.
Yeah, I want to see this. It looks like
Same
a
shit.
classic old school horror.
It's old school. Can I just say, I've never seen dumber people in a film.
It's brilliant. That's what you want.
But the thing
Have you ever
is,
seen Scream?
the message of that's a
That's a
satire.
comedy.
Yeah.
That was done on purpose.
They take this very seriously, and they say in the film the idea is that alligators are apex predators, but so
Right.
are people, and we're
Right.
the better ones, because we're smart. We're the smart predator. We'll fuck
Yeah.
you up. We'll take on any predator because we can outsmart them. Not these two. These are the lowest rung on the idiot ladder of the human race. Because it's just constant dumb decision after dumb decision. The initial one, which would have ended the film straight away, is to the point. Me and James went to see it. My supervisor and friend, supervisor first. And we turned to look at each other after the first decision. We were like,
What was the first decision?
okay, so here's a scenario.
So there's a giant alligator.
There's a hurricane in Florida. This girl goes to see her dad because he's not picking up.
Yeah.
She goes into this area that's been evacuated to see her dad. Why isn't he replying and all that? She goes to the house, finds him eventually in the basement. He was doing some work.
Jerking off.
He's like a handyman or something.
Oh,
like
okay.
that. He's doing some work, but he's unconscious.
Yeah.
His chest is like sort of gashed open. It's like, oh no, what's going on? Starts dragging him out, and there's an alligator down there. That's what got him. So she starts running, like dragging him, and goes behind these pipes where the alligator can't get, even though it seems like it could, because apparently it's too big to get beyond these pipes.
Okay.
So they're safe behind here is the idea, and it's far away from the exit to the basement. It's more of a crawl space than a basement.
Yeah.
It's a big crawl space.
Yep.
And then he wakes up. She's like, Dad, I've dropped my phone over there. There you can see it, a little way away. And he's like, yes, go for it. But go this way so the alligators don't get you. And she's like, will do. So she starts crawling, name of the film. She gets there. She gets to the phone, right? So what do? You're her at this point. You've got to your phone. What's the next step?
Have I got my phone?
You've grabbed your phone. What's next?
I call the police or someone.
That's your first step.
I go back.
You go back.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought I was in safety. I thought I'd got my phone and back
you
in
exit
safety.
the safety to get the phone. That's the tense comes from.
Oh, okay. No, sorry. My image here was I got the phone and
I
got back.
apologise.
So no, my first thing is go back.
You're at your phone in the middle of this crawl space.
Yes,
You
no,
know
I go
there are
back to
alligators.
safety.
Okay, she picks up the phone. Oh, alligator's still there. Good.
Oh, she starts going
She
through her
looks
phone.
she's like, alligator's still there. Excellent. Let me call 911. in the middle of this crawl space, and me and James were like, why isn't she going back? And then what happens? What happens?
Nothing. She's fine.
The alligator comes after her.
Ah, damn
And
it!
then there's a second alligator, and then a third one. And she's like, and she gets bitten. They get bitten loads in this film. It's amazing they survive. Spoilers.
So is it up there with like how stupid the Meg is?
I've not seen the Meg.
The Meg is not stupid.
I can only imagine.
Oh, the Meg's great.
The
but
Meg is a
it's
comedy,
stupid.
and it's meant to
I
be.
can imagine the Meg is better.
Is this supposed to be a serious?
It takes itself quite seriously.
Right.
Yeah.
The Meg doesn't really, does it?
No.
Well, this is just full of the. Another good one is way later in the film. They're out the basement, but the place is really flooded. So they're like, we've got to get to the roof. So they're going upstairs, and they're on the top floor. They pull the ladder down for the attic.
Alligator comes out of the
No,
attic.
no, no.
Oh, damn it.
She turns around and looks at the bedroom window, which if this is the top of the window, yeah.
Yeah.
This is where the water is upstairs,
Right.
right? So this window is not meant to withstand this much water pressure, obviously. So but she goes, "Oh look, Dad, there's a helicopter out there. I can see out of that 3-inch gap." And he's like, "Oh, use this flare and signal it down. Don't go to the roof. Walk up to that window." And she starts waving it. And again, me and James were like, "What? What's she doing this? What happens?"
She gets hit by
The window breaks, and the alligator comes in. Because obviously the window's going to break.
Hang on, sorry, I'm getting really confused by this story. I thought you meant that the whole house was flooded up to the window, but what you're saying
inside
is
the house is,
They're inside the
outside
house,
is.
yeah.
outside is flooded to the second-story window.
Inside
yet
is flooded to the
inside-
stairs.
Okay.
So so it was pouring in.
Whoever built that house deserves a freaking bonus.
To be fair, it's Florida. Even the crawl space is designed to take on water. It has a drainage pipe that goes to rivers. So because
yeah, floods a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
But
So,
that doesn't. That what they do is they build them purposefully to flood and allow water through,
yeah,
not to stop water from getting in
Oh,
a
no,
second floor.
it's not stopped. It is rising.
Yeah, but
But
there's
outside is
what?
higher
There's a
than the
level of
inside.
4 foot. That's
Yeah.
still a massive
It is silly.
difference.
It is silly. But anyway, the point is that breaks. Alligator once again grabs her, pulls her into a death roll, but she's fine. Don't worry about it. But surely you see, if you somehow managed to see this fucking helicopter, I don't know how she saw it. I didn't see it.
Right.
And she was like, "Look," I was like, "What?" I was like, "What? Yeah, there's a lot of water. I know. Get on the roof." If you saw the helicopter, you get on the roof.
Yeah.
You're already getting to the attic. I'd get on that roof. I'd be like, quick up to the roof. I wouldn't be like, let me go stand in front of this window and wave a flare over this 3-inch gap.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
'Cause they'll see me.
Yeah. And yeah, it's
Let me guess,
they
they did see in the end, and they got
so they get
rescued
on the
from
roof because she escapes the death roll of a huge alligator.
Alligator, yeah.
Because she stabs it in the eye with a flare.
Right.
And
They look good, the alligators?
sometimes.
Sometimes.
To be fair, the film's not out for another like 4 weeks, so maybe there's time to fix some of it up. I don't know.
It's out in America already.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Well then no. But yeah.
You wouldn't
So
recommend it?
disappointed. I really was looking forward to seeing Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Hollywood, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not. That's,
That's supposed to be really good.
I've heard very mixed things.
Have you?
Yeah, like professional outlets have canned it quite hard.
Interesting.
I've heard lots of really good things
But
about it.
then
Some
some-
saying that this is.
Some YouTubers have said that it's really good.
In fact, the only negative thing I've heard about it, as in something I would take about it, is Bruce Lee's probably grandkids by now or children, something like that, really do not like the way he's represented in it.
Yeah, that was.
Well, he's shown as really arrogant and up
Yeah.
himself and wanting to,
Oh.
a bit of a prick. Which, to be honest, he probably had to be. He was having to fight his way into a market that really wasn't set up for
Yeah.
an Asian man
Especially
to
back
get
then,
in
a
there.
predominantly white market.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You didn't have people of
and
colour
he
playing
did
anything
fight his
other
way
than
into
service.
it.
Wait, when I
So-
say it's been slated, it's set between the 6s and 7s,
Yeah.
which for a Tarantino movie is low, very low.
True.
I reckon once the people get to see it, well, that'll shoot up and
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like
Better
I.
than Lion King, innit?
anything's
not seen
better than
Lion
Lion King.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm interested in seeing it. It's the second fast movie, isn't it? It's got one more left now.
I thought this was the last one.
No, he's got one more.
Oh, really?
I thought you said 9.
Yeah, no, it's one more to come, and everyone thinks it's
Kill Bill.
yeah, Kill Bill 3.
But he's doing Star Trek as well.
Star trekking across the universe.
Only going forward because we can't find reverse.
Klingon on the starboard down, starboard down, starboard down.
It's starboard bow,
Yeah,
but
I
you
know.
know.
It's now. Because they're on there now.
They're on it right now. Yeah. Well, you're right. They are on it right now.
Exactly.
What are they doing out there anyway?
Just chilling.
Clinging on.
Well done. I'll give you that one. That's pretty good.
And this is what you pay $1 for, guys.
That's right. Nothing but quality.
Although you did get a pretty in-depth cruel review.
Yeah, it's not good.
I've got to say,
It's
actually,
very B-movie.
I think maybe what we should be doing as well is you know, I know we do a comic, but we should start doing a film podcast.
Do you know what?
I would do.
I was actually thinking of maybe just starting doing movie reviews, just like off the cuff.
I would love to do
We should do
a film podcast. The issue is, it's time.
Yeah.
Like, if this was our full-time job, then
Maybe
fine.
I'll do my
just
own
so
one
we'll
on
do-
my own.
I'll do one with you.
No.
No, because you
you're
can't
not.
just do it on your own.
I'll do it on my own. I'll play 2 characters on the podcast.
Oh, go on.
And it'll be me.
Who are they?
Tom.
Yeah.
And Dom.
Tim.
Tom and Tim. What do you think, Tim? I think that's a great idea. I
That
really
one's
like
Tom.
the bit where she got her
That's
tits
Tom.
out.
Have you do you see much Friends?
Much old Friends?
Yeah.
Or, yeah, I thought you said if I seen much of my friends.
No, Friends.
Yeah, I've seen all of
Do you
Friends,
know
obviously.
Ross and Russ?
Yes, Russ, yeah.
It'd
That's
be
like
like
season
that.
2, yeah.
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 That's so good.
Russ is good.
Do you know it?
Hi.
No, because
It's
pretty
obvious.
I didn't like Friends
Oh.
because I was out doing stuff.
After Ross and Rachel break up, she starts dating a guy called Russ,
Right.
played by David Schwimmer,
It's
Right.
who is
literally
exactly the same as Ross, but she doesn't see it, and everyone else sees it.
Right. At the end, does he go like, okay? She's like,
Yeah, she sees it at the end because they're all like, "Are you kidding me? It's obviously Ross." And he's like, "No, Russ is completely different to Ross." And they even meet at the end, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Do
I
they
think the
get
only
on?
difference is that David Schwimmer slicks his hair down for Russ. That's the only difference. Friends. It's
good.
the best.
it is good.
No.
That's it, there, guys. Thank you, patrons, so much for your support. Thank you as always, and
Oh, it's too many claps.
yeah, we
No.
will.
No.
I don't
It's 4 claps.
know.
It's 5.
It's 5.
No one
And-
told your life was gonna be this way. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's 5.
It's
5.
It's 4.
It's 5.
It's 4.
4 or 5 patrons.
4 or
let us know
5
Discord.
patrons, get
It's
on.
4.
Or
It's
6.
obviously 4.
It's 6.
If you've got
Until next
working
time,
ears, then
thank
you
you
know
so
it's
much,
4.
guys.
You old
I thought it was
Goodbye.
da-da.
Yeah, it is.
no.
It's da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Isn't that Pantera?
What time signature is that?